There once was a man named Gold Roger who was king of the pirates. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were the final words he said.
Our perspective is yours for the taking, but you'll have to join us first. We left everything we debated at the Yonkō Table.
Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for the Yonkō Table, the table that will make their dreams come true. Yo, folks, that is the voice of your Yonkō host, DrJaceAttorney, and we are here with the Yonkō Table yet again on premiere day for the hit new anime film Dragon Ball Super: Superhero. That's right, folks. That is the newest, latest, and greatest Dragon Ball Super film. It released internationally within the last couple days, really. And we have a lot to say about this film. We are DBZ and Dragon Ball fans alike. We like Dragon Ball. We like Dragon Ball Z. We're kind of indifferent on Dragon Ball Super, but hey, we're Dragon Ball fans. When they release a movie, we show up. We show up in theaters and we enjoy the ride for the most part. But we're gonna deep dive the film here today, spoilers and all. So if you haven't seen the film yet, be sure you go out and watch it. But with me to help me deep dive this film today is fellow Yonkō GrandMasterHoop. Grandmaster, yay, nay, on Dragon Ball Super: Superhero?
It's a yay. It's a yay. Again,
you sound so indifferent.
No, I had a lot of fun watching this film. There are some things that I think worked well, and there's some things I thought could have done better. But overall, I think yes, the Dragon Ball Super films have been on a trend. I feel they are, trying new things and doing things differently, and they're fun. That's what they should be. They should be fun. I feel past Dragon Ball franchise movies, some of them could be boring. I think these are fun, so it's a yay. I had fun.
Okay, that's all we can ask for with the Dragon Ball movie. After all, we have to have fun while watching it. But with us to help us deep dive the film even further, our fellow Supernovas alike, and let's get into it. So, Dragon Ball Superhero. Let me feel the room out for a bit. So, this movie came out in Japan in June of this year. Well, originally it was supposed to come out in April of this year, but there was the Toei animation hacking fiasco that they went through, so they ended up pushing the film out. They didn't release it in April, so they pushed it out and released it in June. That, of course, pushed the release date internationally for the movie for everyone else. So this movie came out in June of this year. Were any of you spoiled in any way leading up to this movie? I'm talking about like plot twists, forms, characters. Like, what did you guys were you guys able to go in blind, or you kind of had an idea on what you were going to see in this movie?
I was spoiled, but I thought it was memes. Like I saw Gohan, his form, but I didn't think it was real.
Oh, you thought they were joking around?
Yeah, no. I thought it was one of those like made up things. So
I thought it was
whatever. When I see it is when I'll believe it. So yeah, I got it. But yeah, everything else was I didn't know anything about plot or anything, so not too much.
I think I saw Piccolo Orange. I saw Cell, and then us three, Rose and Dr. Jace. That dude had that Gohan.
He had
the guy who does the voice of
Kyle
Gohan,
Hebert.
He was at Tampa Bay Comic-Con, so this dude had the Gohan form signed, and he was just waving it around at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
He definitely heard us say, "Oh no, we don't want to see it."
Well, because we were waiting in line. We were waiting in line to see Dante Bosco, so we couldn't move. And this guy just shows up in line, and he's waving the poster around, saying, "Look what I got signed, guys."
It's so annoying.
And then,
oh my god, I shielded my eyes, but you can only do so much.
Then when he put it up, he intentionally left the face out. So you still could. I kept seeing the hair, and I'm like,
Yo,
Gohan.
Dr. Jace was so pissed. He was like ready to fight and
I
say
was-
something to this dude.
Because I did such a good job like hiding myself from being spoiled from this movie. I'll be damned if I'm getting spoiled by just a
The
Tampa Bay
voice actor.
Comic-Con fan. Exactly. I was so angry, but I didn't like my eyes glanced across it, and before I could focus, I'm like, nope, that's a spoiler. I don't care. I'm not looking at that. But it's the fact that he stayed there and we couldn't move that made it just that much worse. But I mean, yeah, I knew Gohan was getting a new form, and I'm kind of with Kame Chris a little bit. I think once or twice I may have seen the form, but like I looked at it and I was like, no way, that's real. No, that's not real.
Yeah.
Like, and I looked at
They
it. For
didn't
a
look
second.
real.
It didn't
looks
look real.
None of them
like one of
look
those
real.
It looked ridiculous.
I don't know if you guys remember back when Battle of Gods came out, before the movie was officially released, people were trying to figure out what Super Saiyan God was going to look like. And there was this image of Goku, and it was fan art, but it looked real back then. It was Goku in like Super Saiyan 4 like attire, but like it was all gold. Like his hair was gold, the monkey fur was gold on his chest, and Beerus was like freaking out in front of him. I remember seeing that back then. I thought it was real. I'm like, oh my gosh, Super Saiyan God is just SS4. But you know, you grow, you learn when to spot trash. But that's what I thought looking at the form before seeing this movie. I was like, oh yeah, there's no way. No, absolutely not. But I'm proud of myself for how far I got. I got pretty far. I didn't know anything about the villain, the form, and yeah. So good all around in that department. So now the real question, overall, what did you guys think of the movie? I don't like that shaking head, Kame Chris. Don't you dare come on here
What's
and
going
be
on?
like, oh,
What's
you
about
mean,
to happen?
You mean super mid? Don't.
It was extremely mid.
No way. Oh
It
my
was-
goodness.
It was, and no, honestly, I was like going in. I'm like, okay, all right. We're gonna start with an A, and then it's gonna just go down from there. And then it can only be constant, or there's no push up. So I was just being critical as possible, and it was doing good. There were I don't want to say missed opportunities, but it was just so much bull crap that they did that did not have to be there. And I think my biggest thing is, aren't these movies fan service? Am I like? Is this not? Are these?
It's
movies-
definitely fan service.
I would say
Definitely
Super
a
is
fan
overall
service
fan
component, yeah.
service.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would think anime movies in general that aren't necessarily canon should be some sort of fan service. In my opinion, that's just what they give. This was not fan service. I don't think
Really?
No,
I
you
don't
don't think so?
I don't think any real fan. Be honest.
No.
Did you for them to fight? Oh, there's just too much for me to like actually like.
We'll get nitty gritty.
into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll get
it's too
nitty
much,
gritty.
It's too much. It's too much. But overall, it was wow. Like
Wow.
if I was a teacher and I didn't like the student and they got a 69.8, I'm not rounding it to a C.
Jeez.
But-
Louise.
This
But
is a
because-
69?
But
Nice.
because I like the student, I'm going to give it a C. But at the end of the
Okay.
day,
All right.
it was super, super, super mid.
Wow. All right. Okay.
Respect.
And I guess we can go at the end and see how we rank amongst the other films, going back to Battle of Gods only and forward. We ain't going back to the 90s, baby. We're not doing that.
Bio Broly.
Bio. Oh man, this got nothing on Bio. Oh, some inspiration from Bio Broly. I don't know. There was some in there, but Grandmaster Hoop, Rose, overall.
Overall, I don't agree with Comic Chris because I mean it's canon. One, it's canon. Two, I thought there was a good amount of fan service, but I don't know. I thought it was fun. I don't think it was a perfect film, but I think it had a lot of things that were fun. I think this is Piccolo's film, and I think
Big Daddy
Yes.
Piccolo.
to debate against that is foolish. This is Piccolo's film for sure. And I think they really nailed a lot of the comedy bits. Piccolo was funny. Some of the newer characters were funny, but I think the action delivered. And I think I'm a fan of certain parts with the new animation, the cell shaded 3D, 2D, whatever's going on. I think it works a lot. But I think overall, again, you can go to this film and you can have fun. But that's my thing. You know, Comic Chris said he started out as an A and then it worked its way down. I had no expectations for this film, like none. I feel Broly definitely had expectations because it's them taking a non-canon character and making it canon. Here you really just had an original story that you had no idea where it was going to go. But that's why I had no expectations. I had no expectations. The main thing I came into this movie, I was like, will this animation work? And that was my biggest thing coming in. And it worked for the most part. And we'll talk about it later, but it's fun. I had fun. It's not perfect, but it's fun.
Yeah, we're already dealing with, you know, favorite characters who take L's on the regular anyway at this point. So the bar can't get much worse for our protagonists at this point. They've been taking L's for a while. Unrightfully so, I would say. Unrightfully so. But I enjoyed it. I definitely agree. I definitely don't think it was all too serious of a movie. But it was a lot of callbacks too. Fan service, it's a lot of callbacks if it's not outright character drops in there as well too. That was interesting. So it was risky with the animation style to go with, but that they got nothing to lose, I guess, to just try it out, you know, with some familiar characters in this style. So I think it actually worked in this movie. I think it hit more than it missed in this movie. It still has some misses, but overall, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It might have helped us that we watched it in 4D too, so we were flying out our freaking seats. that might impact some of the feelings, but
yeah, that's a different experience than what I had just now. But okay.
I will say 4D definitely elevated the watching the film. I mean, I don't recall ever watching a 4D movie before, but I'm gonna remember this one because
it is not for the faint of heart. Geez.
It is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, oh no, they need to put that little.
There needs
caution.
to be a warning.
Right.
There needs to be because this is like almost borderline like a roller coaster. I'm surprised they don't give you seatbelts.
They're gonna add seatbelts within the next couple of years for sure.
They have to
for a film like this.
I'm surprised they did it. Like this was insane. Like Kame Chris perspective, the fight scenes. You're flying around, boom, boom, boom. And it's like I'm telling you, like, it was fun. Like I was
okay. Then watch it again. Then watch it again, sitting down, not moving.
Well, see, I will say I don't know if I would have enjoyed this movie as much without 4DX. It's a different experience. I think it really, and for a DB franchise film, it was a really cool experience. I would recommend watching this movie in 4DX. I think.
If you have the stomach for it,
if you have the stomach for it,
you have the stomach for it. Yes.
It's just. I feel this is what DB films have been leading to, is this kind of, you know, interactive experience where it feels like you're right there in the fight, and even if you're not like taking blows, which the seat does hit you. I felt like I was a couple times. No, the seat did hit you a good amount of times, but you're feeling like the impact, like the gush of air from the punches, and it's really cool. And I don't know, the next step is to actually literally get punched and bleed.
Wow, my jaw got dislocated.
Like, I don't know, the theater staff, hey, Jerry, it's your turn to go punch the people in the Dragon Ball movie. So
it's definitely a bit of a new experience going in like that. Also, we're kind of coming off of like the high and watching the movie too, so there's kind of that bias we might have against it. Maybe on a second rewatch without 4D, maybe I'll be a little bit more critical on it. But I mean, I just had a blast overall. Like that was, I won't say it was better than Broly, because Broly was just another level. Like that was just something unique in and of itself. It had everything. But I think this was pretty high up there. I mean, this was better than Resurrection F, easily, without a doubt.
Yeah,
This
I
was
agree.
easily
No.
better.
No.
No.
You're
No,
kidding.
actually, you know what? We have to redo this because y'all really have to sit down and watch this without moving seats.
It's
and
better
shit.
than
No,
Resurrection F.
just like from plot wise, this is better than Resurrection F. Resurrection F was terrible.
It's not. Resurrection F was not a plot. It was literally, hey, Frieza's back. Let's go fight. This one actually had like character
It had
development.
stakes. It had stakes.
I mean that was plot for power plot, like that. Resurrection F like was
No.
boundary settings.
No.
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 How is that not boundary settings?
Okay. We're not here to talk about Resurrection.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
whatever.
briefly mention.
I will
it, but
say this
you know
about
what?
Resurrection F real quick. The fact that they turned it into anime episodes means it's not that good of a movie.
They did it to Battle of Gods. Battle of Gods is
I mean,
great.
that's
Also not that great. This is better than
can't-
Battle
Oh,
of the
you're
Gods.
discrediting us.
you can't.
You know what?
That's-
On a separate podcast, we gotta rank these DBZ movies.
Sure,
And
sure.
that's the deep dive. That's the deep dive where we could rip each other's throats out. But let's get into it. Superhero. Opening intro, we get treated with that really sick nostalgic trip through OG Dragon Ball. Goku and using traditional 2D animation as well. So that was a nice treat to see as well. Goku just fighting the Red Ribbon Army, fighting in the tournaments when he was a kid. That was nice to see. And I did see the leaks of that way beforehand, so I knew it existed, but I never watched it. I'm like, oh no, this looks like I saw like the first like maybe 5 seconds of it when it leaked, and I'm like, no, I'm saving that for the theater. I want to experience that for the first time in on the big screen. Did you? I guess that's a question I probably should have asked in the beginning. How did you guys feel about the 3D animation? Did you feel like it was distracting? Would you have preferred the whole movie was in 2D like the intro or 2D like in Broly?
It was. There was a lot of distracting scenes. There were some things that like highlighted for no reason for me, and I'm like it was a lot of Pam shots. I was like, man, I don't know what that was. Like, I don't know. It was just a lot of
On Pan?
Yeah, like it was weird. It was, I don't know, like the animation, it really felt like I was playing Fighter Z. And I'm like, this is so weird. I don't know, I just don't care for this too much. But a lot of the scenes were amazing, I will say. Like the animation wise, like it looked pretty good.
I think this animation style really delivered on the action. When it was slower, I feel like a lot of the facials were kind of weird. A lot of the mouthings were weird. But when the action was going, I feel this animation probably stood out the best. And there were some scenes where I feel the animation really stood out other than the action. For example, I feel any scene regarding water, like the rain, waves crashing, those were really good. But I am a fan of just traditional 2D. I think Broly was a really inspired 2D take, and I think I prefer that. But I give him props for trying this. It's different, and again, it wasn't perfect, but it's cool to see them try something new. So
Perfect film to try something new
Right.
on.
Yeah, Broly's you can't beat that style. That's beautiful. That's timeless right there. So it's really hard to even compare the two. I do agree. Sometimes the slower scenes were distracting. I particularly remember a scene of Bulma on the couch, and
Oh my
brain
God,
just was
the-
like it does. I can't tell if she's laying on the couch or floating. I can't tell right now.
Ooh.
But there were some really great shots, and then some great environment shots too. So it was a risk, but you can definitely tell. And yeah, I saw something about this too, about they doing this style, but still having those 2D elements and shading in it as well too. And you saw some clips and some flashbacks to some still 2D scenes and some still animation that I thought was really neat, interesting to put in. So did I hate it? No. Did I love it? No. It was cool. I don't know if I want
Right.
every movie like that, but it was definitely different.
I can appreciate it for one movie. I think the preference is always going to be, what Dragon Ball Super Broly did, because that was just peak in terms of animation. And surprisingly, you'd be surprised, a lot of people weren't even fans of that style originally when the movie was coming out. They thought it looked too too chibi in a way, like kind of like the soft colors and the soft tones, like in drawing
It's
Goku.
I think it's like water. I think it's water paint was like the big thing they were going for with that.
Kind of, yeah, like thinner outlines so that the animation
it wasn't
could look more fluid.
correct. It was
Yeah.
not bold outlines.
Right.
It's very kind of Ghibli.
Okay.
I like
Right.
that though. I like that.
I
did.
like that
I
too. I
loved
think I think it was the best flowing
Now-
action we've ever seen.
Now during the Broly Gogeta fight, there was some elements of 3D creeping in there.
Right.
Correct.
But not
I
the
think
main-
this
not the
was
main stuff.
better than that.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Easily.
yes.
Easily.
That Broly 3D break the universe thing. This was better done 3D animation wise fight sequences. So they stepped up from that Broly scene, which is good. That's a good thing.
It is a good thing. And I know a lot of people are going to get turned away from this film being a 3D film and not traditional 2D, but I still say go watch it. Just, give it the watch that you need to give it, and you might be surprised. Maybe not like Kame Chris. Kame Chris left pissed. But give it a shot. Give it a shot. You never know. You never know. But intro was really nice. Call back to OG Dragon Ball, like we said earlier. And again, I always criticize movies that do this. They give you an exposition dump in the very beginning of the movie, and it's quite a long one. Like it kind of expects you to already be caught up with everything involving Dragon Ball. At the same time, Dragon Ball is not something that difficult to, keep up on, but still, like they're going over Dr. Gero, they're going over Cell, they're going over Gohan, the Red Ribbon Army, the androids, everything. And it's like, damn, they really took a while in just trying to get everyone up to speed. And I kind of get it because, we're already post Tournament of Power. We're in the Dragon Ball Super anime or manga. Some people don't remember Red Ribbon Army, I guess. So
The Dragon Ball era is a blank. It's a lot of blanks for me. Outside the
tear
Martial,
that shirt off right now. Get rid of it.
I'm being
Burn it.
honest.
It
Burn
says
it.
Z. The shirt
Burn
says
it.
Z. So
Yeah,
it's okay.
correct. This shirt says Z. Don't come correct because DBZ
Cell Saga? Cell Saga?
DBZ
Hello?
Listen, DBZ dropped in North America before Dragon Ball, so don't even play.
It was airing at the same time.
No, Toonami was
Yeah.
pushing DBZ. Then I remember Dragon Ball dropped. So Dragon Balls, I needed that.
You can go.
catch-up.
You can go stream Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah,
Listen,
you can.
all I am saying is, a person like me, that catch up was needed.
No, it's
Yes,
decades of stuff. It's decades.
Correct,
Of stuff.
yeah.
So
I-
it can
I
get
knew-
it can get a little extensive. So
Right. I needed at least a little refresher as far as the Dragon Ball Red Ribbon, but I got that. I know the Android saga and Cell saga, but yes, it was a bit of a dump, and it was. I mean, I was okay with it. I needed it.
Did you like how they tied back like into certain relationships to make certain characters relevant now? So like
No.
Magenta. Oh, you didn't. So like Magenta is the son of Commander Red. from the
That was
Red Ribbon Army.
that one was fine, but then when you have another new character who's also related to another character,
Dr. Hito.
I feel Hito was related to Dr. Jero.
Gero.
He was the grandson of Dr. Gero.
Right.
And the grandchild of Dr. Gero and Android 21. Ooh!
Which again,
Ooh.
so I'm over here like it's similar to when in Star Wars where they said Palpatine had a granddaughter being Rey. I was like, this is bull. I don't buy Dr. Gero ever procreating with anybody. Like I don't.
He
buy
procreated
it.
with 21 and made 16.
Is that how 16 was born? That's a thing.
That's
Is that how that tree was? The tree came
I-
so quick. I saw 21.
I need
Yeah,
to
it
look
was
back.
I didn't piece it
I
together.
need to look back at the tree, but if you play Dragon Ball Fighters, which is Android 21's official
Yeah.
debut, they do reveal, although kind of vaguely, that Android 16 is the offspring of 21 and Jiro.
I
I'm gonna tell you right
completely
now.
forgot that.
I
never
that
knew
that was
campaign
a
so
thing.
long ago.
It was, I mean,
I'm-
again, people didn't really like you learn of it, but you're like, oh, okay, well, I mean, it's not in the anime, it's not in the manga, so I ain't gonna worry about it.
Well,
but
Now it's
didn't-
canon.
now
I didn't
look,
know Fighters was canon. There you go. Yeah.
I mean, technically, I guess you could fit Fighters at any point in Super's 10-year gap. You could just,
I don't
oh
think
yeah, it
I
happened
don't think
there.
I don't think any of it was like anything of Fighters was canon until like I feel like they're just taking tidbits like what we
I think they're
what
doing
already
that.
they're
Yeah.
just what already exists. They're just taking and be like, okay, yeah, it exists. Let's just
Right.
use Android 21.
Right, exactly.
Makes sense, right? Yeah, everybody knows her. Like that was okay.
That was
that's what-
fan service.
That's
That was
I was getting there. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna consider that fan service, but that's not the fan service the fans wanted to see though. So that's
what?
Well, I don't know.
Fan
Maybe
I
maybe
don't
the
know.
Fighters fans.
I wasn't asking for it, but it's welcome.
Give me
I'm
Shallot. Give me
wow.
Shallot
Give you shot
from the mobile
Whoa.
game.
Wow, Dragon Ball Legends. Okay, I see a fellow player.
It was I mean, if you show her. Like I don't know. It was like they just threw her in there. You're like, oh my god, Android 21. And like that's not that's like half-ass fan service. I mean, they've done better. That's what my
I mean, they've
problem
done
is.
better. Yeah, it was like a blink and you miss it. But I'm like, oh wow, look.
Easter
I mean,
egg, yeah, egg.
the rest of the theater was like, oh my god.
I just feel you can still tell a story without making everybody related to someone from the past. It
Okay,
just-
so you didn't like Hito being just related to Jiro, period.
If he happened to look up to Dr. Jiro because he was the leading scientist in building androids, I buy that too. You don't have to make him his grandson, because then you got lines like, oh, you never talked to the old man, but you seem to have his field of interests, and it's the same thing, and you love androids just like him. That's so stupid. Like,
To be fair, he
genetics.
he doesn't even know how his grandfather died. So I guess
it's unnecessary.
Which I wonder, that would be kind of, that would have been an interesting plot point if he ever learned, like, he was killed by his own creation. So, like, I wonder if he ever, like, if he learned that and he started looking at his new ones, you know, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, and he's like, oh, you guys better not do that to me. But, I mean, yeah, I thought it was fine with the relationship. It is, I mean, in Fighters, I was like, dude, you're telling me Jiro and 21? Are you serious? Like, there's no way. But and then there was like a gap in the family tree too. Like, I need to go back and look at it, but
There was a gap.
There was
I saw it.
right, there was like Dr. Hito had parents. So
Yeah, it looked like Hito could be his great grandson.
right.
yeah, it
Well,
might be great.
Is it great grandson? Maybe.
Yeah, that's what
Right,
it. That's
right.
there was a gap. You're right. So
Well, I mean, we'll probably get into it maybe later down the line, but when Super, you know, gives us more content. But I'm actually trying to look it up myself.
don't worry too much.
I want to
man.
confirm. No, I have no idea. But anyways, yeah, we get introduced to Dr. Hito. Again, super scientist, wants to basically make androids that are basically superheroes. There's no evil agenda behind him. He just wants to be a hero himself. And as he'll remind you throughout the whole film, he's injected himself with a serum that gives him super skin, I guess. Like, he's impervious to minor damage.
Impact.
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 Impact was
Right.
the word.
Again, not necessarily necessary. I guess.
I mean,
don't
I
know.
guess it was necessary.
You have to explain how he
Right.
can survive explosions.
Just call him an android at this point. What the heck?
Call he's not an android though. What
I
do you
know,
mean?
but it's like they had the idea and then they just made a convoluted reason. Oh yeah, I made my skin impenetrable. Like, sure. I guess.
So we introduced to Hito and Magenta basically. So they tried to take an interesting approach to how the Red Ribbon Army is even a thing anymore. Now it's like a pharmaceutical company hidden in plain sight. I'm like, okay, I guess they could do that, but they have the same they have the same symbol. It's just so weird. It's like if I don't know, if the Nazi Germany was hiding in plain sight and they still had the swastika as like their emblem for their company, but like the swastika is like tilted sideways. I don't know. It's like
it's the McDonald's versus McDowell's. They got the yellow arches
from Coming to America, right?
We got the golden arcs. No one's gonna notice.
It's oh my god, it's just crazy. But
it's
that's
funny.
how,
I think that's
it's funny. It's
purposefully kind of the joke.
It's silly.
And then,
they're just
I mean, it'll come up later. The whole I told you we should take the tag off.
the tag. Oh, right. The logo.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's true. But again, like it kind of goes into this exposition thing. Like for the first 20 to 30 minutes, like they're kind of introducing the plot a little bit. They're telling you the status of the Red Ribbon Army. They're telling you who Magenta is. And they're basically laying out the plan for Magenta and Dr. Hito. And that plan is to basically create a new set of androids to basically help them take over the world. But I like how Magenta spun it around to make it seem like apparently Bulma was like an evil mastermind and she had an army of like aliens. So like Vegeta, Piccolo, and the people that's hairs turn yellow. I thought that was kind of funny. I didn't expect like a twist like that to try and like, manipulate him into believing him.
It's a good argument, honestly.
Right. Like if you're not knowledgeable into like in the Dragon Ball world, if you don't know what's going on with the aliens and like when the Earth blows up and resets itself every couple weeks, I feel like it's believable.
It is. So I mean, the average person in that universe, the average human, thinks Hercule won the Cell games. So
that was a funny callback. That was a
fan
really
service.
That's not fan service.
It's a callback. It's a callback.
It's a callback. But once we get all that out of the way, we get introduced to Piccolo and Pan. I like this. Come on,
Grandpa Piccolo.
Grandpa Piccolo.
He might have been your grandpa, but he ain't your granddaddy.
I like this. This is cool. Like I believe Piccolo to take up like this little babysitting role, as he would put it. He hates babysitting, but
he's been doing it for a while now. So
why not all the children of Gohan?
That's the daddy role. That is the father role.
That is the father. Oh my god! I didn't even think about it. He's technically raising Pan in a way too. We don't know. We don't know how involved Gohan is.
It's funny though. He's, Goku didn't raise him because he's either dead or he's training, and now Gohan's not raising her because he's so caught up in his work on ants.
Super Saiyan ants.
Super Saiyans.
Super Saiyans. I love that. That was
a clown.
Funny.
He's
terrible.
Okay, and so here I am. I'm like, what happened to the Gohan from the Tournament of Power? Where did he go?
Did you want him back?
I don't know the timeline here.
So it's after the Tournament of Power, but you make a fair point. Right after the Tournament of Power, you would have thought he came around already to at least train him a little bit.
What made you think that?
What made you think that?
I don't know, because if this is like a week after, like
after the fate of the universe was
I won't say a week after. Like
Goten and Trunks were like,
it was after Broly's.
Like
it was
they were
confirmed
like
after Broly.
Yeah, they were this tall, and then they like grew up. They just grew.
Okay,
this
so
movie.
it's been a couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Okay, so maybe Broly's a couple of years after the Tournament of Power as well.
Wait, was Pan alive? Was she around for Broly?
A baby.
Pan was a baby.
So it's been 2 years. It's been about 2-3 years.
That's
about
years old.
Yeah, she's 3 years old.
Fine, I buy it.
He's very articulate for a 3-year-old. I was very surprised.
that might be bad translation. A 3-year-old does not talk like that. A 3-year-old.
How old else? What other age can she be?
Did she go to pre-K?
3-year-olds do. Yeah,
she went to pre-K.
Pre-K.
3-year-olds don't go to
pre-K.
I think daycare.
Was it? I think she said pre-K.
I think no. She had a teacher.
Almost pre-K.
She had
oh my God.
Janet.
Time out. Piccolo and Janet. Come on,
it.
that looked like they could be something right there.
Ew,
like, sorry for being late, Janet.
Well, I guess a first name basis.
First name basis.
First name.
Okay.
Dad picking up daughter from school. First name basis.
Right.
Hey, Janet.
I could see. I mean,
that was so funny that she recognized Piccolo too. He's picking up Pan like more than one occasion.
Right. This is clearly not his first rodeo. Like he
saw the plushies.
Right. I mean, that's Piccolo has a house. He has no. It's not a fetish. What's wrong with you?
He didn't want him.
No, not a Piccolo fetish. Like, are they trying to imply something that people like plushies?
No, he just picked her up so many times. They keep promising him a plushie every time he picks her up. That's what I got out of it.
But he does. No, I thought this was like some creator like innuendo going on here in the background.
Oh my goodness.
Same with the certain shots, huh?
Yes.
Now you want fan
shots.
service? You want fan service?
No, don't.
They got some Bulma shots for you if you want some fan service.
God.
And Chile, they got some Chile shots too.
You got some Chile
and
shots.
some Hito shots too.
You did get some Hito shots.
What was up with that? That scene in the car when they're spinning out of control.
In the car when they're spinning, you're looking up at his face between his legs.
I remember looking over to Rose. I'm like,
what is going on here?
Right?
We've been looking at this scene for a minute.
It's been a good minute.
It was just so evident. It was like, why are we emphasizing this right now?
This is a very strange shot to be focused on. And by the way, I looked it up. They did confirm that this takes place after the granola arc as well.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That is interesting.
And I think that's purposeful because, and we'll get into it with Goku and Vegeta, but Goku and Vegeta don't transform at all in this film. Yeah. Like, and I think that's purposeful so that if there is something new that they get from, the arcs that are going on in the super manga, no one gets spoiled from it if they're not keeping up with the manga. It's just
y'all gonna have to explain that one, but sure, I'll buy it for now.
Well, the manga's going past where the Broly arc is.
Oh, way past.
Oh, okay.
Way past. Yeah. I mean,
there's 2 arcs after Broly. There's the Moro arc and the granola arc.
Okay, yeah.
Granola
Goku's
arc is about to wrap
6,
up.
Goku's going through like 6 transformations already.
Oh,
I wouldn't say 6, but it's. He has a number. It's
Brody.
up there. It's up there. And but at least we know superhero takes place after that. So it's whatever when Granola arc wraps up, which I think is gonna wrap up in like a couple days from when we're recording. That'll be the end of it. But going back to Piccolo, I mean, he has his own house. I like the way he holds his phone. It's like a little, he just holds it in front of him.
You don't know. He's different.
You don't know. And I like how when he FaceTime calls, he's like that older grandpa that's like putting the phone close to his face. He doesn't know like the boundaries with it. I love that, man. That was funny. That was silly.
Leave Piccolo alone.
Piccolo is great. But Piccolo really stepped up the dad responsibilities in here, because what was it? Pan basically called him and he's like, oh, can you pick up, I'm sorry, not Pan, Videl.
Yeah.
Videl calls him and he's like, hey, can you pick up Pan? And he responds saying, well, why don't you have Gohan do it? Oh, he's busy. The man that can blast across the sky and probably go pick up Pan in 5 minutes. Too busy. Can't do it.
He called out Gohan.
He did. He showed up. He has that little call that he does. He taps and he scratches down. It's the little things, man. I don't know. It's funny. I like it. But he calls out Gohan. He calls him a punk. And then he does the clothes beam on him. He can't carry the weight, the shoulder pads. What's my boy doing? He can't pick it up. That's insane. Is it worse though? Tell me what's worse. You remember in Resurrection F?
Oh gosh, here we go.
When Gohan came in his tracksuit, he's like, "Oh, I couldn't find my gi and clothes. I don't even know if I can turn Super Saiyan anymore." Which is worse? That one's worse. That one's worse.
Yeah, that one's worse. At least he was like, "Oh, I forgot how heavy these were."
But Piccolo
know.
told him, "Oh, you didn't think they were that heavy when you were a kid." Like, it's that bad. It's that bad.
Yeah, because he didn't have Videl breathing down his back to go get a job. You know,
was it Videl though? Or you mean
I mean, it's she. No, I'm talking about Videl is telling him to keep your job.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
we have a family. But yeah, I mean, this is all Chi-Chi's doing. Yes, she brainwashed him in the years that Goku was dead. But again, it's tournament of power. Oh, no universe was ever at stake. This was a waste of time. I'm going back to my studies.
Do you at least like the new hairstyle for her Gohan?
I guess.
It was giving me a headache. It was so
Really?
like
Come
it.
on, Chris, what is going on?
Yeah, it
with
was
this?
Young. He felt young.
Yeah,
He did look
it was-
young.
it
He
was
did look
cool.
young.
It was so messy. It was just like it was bedhead. I don't know.
He's
Didn't
doing
give,
his
like,
research.
It wasn't a
You know,
style. It wasn't like a
locked in.
style. It was just like him not taking care of his hair. And so I was like, it was giving me
Yeah,
a
that's
headache.
the bedhead style.
I mean, it wasn't like, oh, like look at his new hairstyle. It wasn't a new hairstyle.
It's new from it's new from the Yamcha hairstyle we got.
Oh yeah,
The
geez.
Yamcha hairstyle. Y'all know
Who
what
made
that
that
one is.
No appearance from Yamcha this time
Well,
around.
What is he gonna do?
Well, he did show
Nothing.
up in that little monologue with Magenta when he's talking
Yeah.
about Bulma and the evil generals. The
Oh,
first
yes,
person on the
yes.
side was Yamcha. I started busting out laughing because I'm like, why is he there? Like, what?
Yeah, they missed the top dogs, correct.
Like, but hey, Yamcha got to have some spotlight. So, and Chaozu was in there too, and Tien. A lot of the underlings were in there.
The
but
scrubs.
the scrubs. But as we learn very, very soon, something is amiss, right? Gamma 2 comes into the scene. How do you guys think about the new characters, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2? I guess Gamma 2 is the first one to show up, but
They love Great Saiyan, man. That's for sure.
They
do you
were
think it
totally
was-
giving Great Saiyan, man.
Yeah.
They definitely were. I listen, this movie was called Superhero with Gohan as the main character. What a missed opportunity to not have him go in as the
Oh,
Saiyan
God.
man.
How would
You
you
said
make
it,
that
I
even
didn't.
work?
I mean, just because he's a superhero to coming in to save, they could have done something where it's like Pan's in trouble and there was always like this father-daughter thing that they had where like he would be a superhero and save her and he would talk about, oh, the great Saiyan man will save you, Pan. Do not worry. They could have done something where it's like, I'm going to save my daughter in style. And then bam, he gets the helmet. He gets, and they could have probably updated it. He probably could have went to Bulma and be like, hey, can I have an updated Great Saiyan Man outfit? Missed opportunity.
Or these guys don't think I'm a superhero. I need an outfit. Like if the way it was becoming ridiculous, they should have just kept it ridiculous if they wanted to go that way. But
They
it
could
was-
have. They could
there
have.
was
Everybody knows he's Great Saiyan, man, at this point.
Do they though? Pan doesn't even know
I
how
think
strong
so.
her dad is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she thinks
That's
she's
true.
like, can daddy even take them?
So I will say Gamma 1 and 2 remind me of Pycon a lot. Don't like I guess
Icon.
yeah, like the way they fight. Just I guess just character design and just like it was just they just very much reminded me. I don't know. Like
Icon.
There was a flame. There was a flame kick in there. I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
yeah, like they were
Flame.
like super. I mean, yeah, it was super similar what they were like, how they looked and how they were fighting too. I mean, that was how I saw them. That's who they reminded me of.
I do like their designs. I like how 2 has 2 fins on his head. One has the one fin.
Wow, I didn't.
Oh,
even
you
realize
didn't see that? You didn't see that?
No, I just.
Oh,
I mean, I noticed
gosh.
I noticed the fins on his head, but like I didn't piece together. Oh, because he's number 2. He has 2
And then
on his head.
actually, thinking about their guns, I think they're just like fish designs. Like
Yeah.
I think their guns had like sharks on it.
Yeah, I noticed
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
like a shark.
Wow.
Yeah, and I like they're different. 2 is kind of the rambunctious one. 1 is kind of the more,
By the books.
steadfast. What'd you say? You call it what?
By the books.
By the books, right? And it was cool contrast.
They're here to be superheroes.
They're here to be superheroes,
Right.
though. That was their, they kind of went in everything they did. Like,
Yeah, they
you're
were
a villain.
villains.
Right? Yeah, they had a purpose. They weren't just like here to wreak havoc, But yeah,
Right.
they're cool intro. I actually did enjoy them. I mean, we'll get into what happens ultimately, but I enjoyed their presence here.
I definitely like them as characters. Their designs are silly, and I like how it was funny because whenever they did attacks, they had the little the kablam, kablooey sound
Which they
effect.
only
Little-
kept
little
up in the
fourth wall,
beginning. They only kept it up in the beginning.
Yeah.
You're right. They
Right.
only did that in the
They did.
beginning.
About that. They dropped that shit off real quick. Piccolo said, "I saw a word, never saw the word again."
Why am I seeing words?
Well, I'm thinking it's because again, 2 thought Piccolo was going to be an easy prey, and he kind of toyed around with him, so he kind of activated that on his own. But then once the fights got serious, he kind of like 1's not going to do that, and 1's the one that fought Gohan, Gamma 1, so he's not going to do the kablooey kablam. For Gamma 2, the next time he really fights, he's kind of fighting seriously. Like he fights Piccolo, but it's serious, and then he fights, the final villain at the end. But I guess for just the tone, yeah, like he was toying with Piccolo. He's like, all right, let me mess with this guy.
Well, he thought it'd be a cakewalk too. He's like,
right, yeah.
right.
He but Piccolo is our boy. He knows how to hold his own. And you have kind of like a sneaking mission into the Red Ribbon Army base. I was shocked that they even went this far with it. Piccolo putting on a disguise and
This is
infiltrating
Piccolo's
an enemy
movie.
base.
This is
Yeah.
Piccolo's movie.
I agree.
This is
This started to become Piccolo's movie,
easily.
which I'm not mad at.
I'm not mad at it either.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
I'm actually
I-
more mad at the Red Ribbon Army for not seeing Piccolo literally fly into their base.
You're looking
like-
a little green.
You're, and, how do you know what she looks like already? I live by Gohan's house.
Fire
Who are you?
these soldiers.
I mean, who would have thought Red Ribbon would have had Wakanda technology and literally had a whole?
Oh, yeah, that is
did
Wakanda
give-
technology.
That did give mad Wakanda vibes. I'm like, because actually, I was
Hiding
like,
in plain sight.
I was like, this looks familiar, but I did not put it together until you just said it.
So you just said it, saying,
It's
I was like, I
Wakanda
know this concept.
technology.
Yes.
That's funny. That's funny. And he does it twice.
He does do it. He does it
twice.
with so ease. They don't question that he can't fly the things, and he crashes into the thing, and then nobody's like, "Hey, we're all tested pilots. Why are you crashing?" You know,
It's
idiots,
honestly
a bunch
just
of
silly.
idiots.
They are.
And I thought the
Um,
second time he flew, I was like, oh, so they're going to see him this time. This is the obvious moment that we have.
Hey, what's
flies
that?
Out, and he flies out, and I'm like, oh. Like it was like I just didn't see.
We
this
also got a
green
little
fucking man
callback,
flying.
too.
We did get a call back. What'd he say?
He said, "I never got my license." When
He
he
never
Oh,
did.
when he was flying it. Oh
Yeah.
man, I love that. That's hilarious. And then of course that was when he went to pick up Pan. When he was flying the ship. But at the same time, so there's a B plot going on, right? During this, I don't know why GrandMasterHoop didn't like this B plot. I liked it. It was just a different change of pace, but we got Whis and Beerus's planet. Goku and Vegeta are training. I don't know. Were you guys indifferent to it? Did you not like it, or what was the deal?
It's like interjected into the middle of this film, and it just felt off to me. I felt it, maybe it should have just been an end credit scene, a post credit scene. I just feel it just really didn't move the plot along. It was like, you can have a movie, a Dragon Ball movie, without Goku and Vegeta. I think you can. I mean, they are literally not integral to this plot. They're really not.
Well, they might have just dragged it on too long.
Yeah,
maybe
I think
it was.
It explained why they weren't there, but then we got a whole food eating scene and a whole.
We got Beerus's romantic plot to deal with.
Oh my God! Can we talk about that?
Does he have a thing for Bulma?
I think that's what they were getting at. Is that
Beerus?
When Whis said we know Beerus has a type,
you never know.
Talking about Chile,
you haven't noticed.
But the only other person that he has had interactions with is Bulma.
They have
like
the
he's
same
never.
haircut.
I mean, they do have the same haircut. Oh wow, was that the
no?
reason?
It's a thing. It was a thing. I think it was a panel on the manga once where they had like Bulma and her being like compared, or like they're like looking similar. It was like one of those like intro covers to like one of the actual chapters. They had like both of them on there, and I was like, oh, they kind of do resemble each other.
They got the same cut.
Yeah, they made that a point before.
I wasn't expecting it. It was just weird.
Okay,
go ahead.
I was gonna say the whole ass shot of Chile. Like, come on, guys.
I mean, there's the Bulma one too under the table.
There's the Bulma one. They know the fan service with these characters. I don't think you've seen these characters in the fan service they get. They get Chile especially. Chile gets.
You're talking about like these drawings that fans do. Oh God, there's a lot. Don't tell me no more.
I mean, Bulma's a given because
Bulma's been around for 30 plus years. So
right. But Chile, like people disgusting with Chile. She's up there with like cauliflower, Kefla. People. I just thought it was weird that they threw Beerus into this. Like they made it a point to make it seem like, you know what, this could have been as long as you want.
This could have been the opening before the film. You know how some like Pixar, Pixar has the opening shorts. Just throw this in the opening of the film and move on and just move on.
I guess it doesn't serve anything in the grand scheme of things.
Not for this plot.
Not for this. Like if it was maybe like an anime, you saw it as episodic, maybe this could have been a random episode in between what was going on. But I guess for a movie, it doesn't serve anything in the movie. But it was still nice to see them. I mean
don't get me. It's nice to see. Correct.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see Broly. Surprised. Go ahead, Rose.
Oh, I'll just say it's nice to see Broly.
I was gonna say that. I was like, it was first. It was nice to see all of them. Second, I get really surprised when y'all have a problem with Dragon Ball Z and plot. Like its plot never works for like anything Dragon Ball related. So it's funny. Like I remember we were talking about Resurrection F and stuff in the past, and there's no plot. I'm like, who cares? I want to see fighting.
That is unforgivable, though.
No, you gotta have a plot.
The plot's there, but like they bullshit all the time in these films. Like it's never like this was one of those scenes. Like it was just fun and nice to see them eat ice cream and this fighting scene and explaining to Broly that he's training to control his rage. And,
that was really good. That was really
nice. It was okay. It was decent.
You hear that, Grandmaster?
Yeah. I just agreed.
It was so distracting.
All right.
The plot was mid.
I did not call it mid. It is distracting. It was interjected. However, Vegeta trying to fight like Jiren, character development, that was really good.
That was interesting.
And then I did really like the Broly bit where it was like, hey, Broly, you can't keep raging on us when we're sparring. You might destroy the whole planet. He's like, okay.
Okay. He just gives one word. Okay. Accident. Why is he speaking like a gorilla, man? Like, come on.
Caveman.
It's
Oh,
funny. I'm glad
it
they're
is.
developing Broly versus just a kind of, he's out there somewhere.
I'm glad he's on Beerus. They're all on there. They just took them
Mhm.
from planet Vampa, whatever. They took them there, and they're like, no, Frieza's gonna find you guys. So we'll take care of you on Beerus's planet. Also, a cool little interesting fact. This is the first anime debut for Johnny Young Bosch to voice Broly. Yeah, he's been the original voice was Vic Mignogna, and there was a controversy with him where he got kicked out of Funimation. Go Google it. We're not here to talk about it. But ever since then, in the game, so like Fighters or Dragon Ball Legends, the mobile game, they've been replacing Vic Mignogna's voice with Johnny Young Bosch's. So now this is the first time he's got to speak for the character in like an official like anime movie for Broly. So that was neat. That was cool.
Johnny Young Bosch, debatably a better voice actor. Debatably.
I would yeah.
He's
I would
up there.
say
He's really
he's up
good.
there.
So
He's up there.
I like that they got him to do it.
Ichigo Kurosaki, folks. Come on. Go watch some Bleach. But anyways.
Yeah, his credits go for days.
Anyways, I like the little fight scene that Goku and Vegeta had. It carried over into like the end credit scene. So that was neat. I just like seeing them together and doing Goku and Vegeta stuff as usual. And again, they did not transform them. I think that was a focus to be like, your hype moments are coming from Piccolo and Gohan. These two, we're not showing you Blue. We're not showing you Super Saiyan. This is not their movie. We'll show them fighting a little bit, and the fighting was cool. It was nice to see them fight. But after that, we just forget about them and go back into the Piccolo and Gohan bit. And I think they also showed that bit to show like how busy they were in training, because the first reaction once Piccolo tells, Bulma and the rest of them, that she's like, well, let's go call Goku and Vegeta. Let's have them take care of it. Can't call them. Or rather, they can call them, but Whis doesn't pick up because they're so busy, with their own shenanigans. So they that basically X'd out Goku and Vegeta for the rest of the film. And now what?
That did X about for the rest of the film. They did have one more chance. Remember?
Oh no, right. No.
Idiots.
This was funny.
Idiots.
This was funny.
Everybody's an idiot. Everybody's an idiot.
So Piccolo, again, this is Piccolo's movie because he's the one that has to think about this. So he's like, all right, so Goku and Vegeta are out. What the hell do we do? And again, I call this fan service. This is fan service. Call it callback, whatever. Piccolo remembers, holy crap, Guru. He did Unlocked Potential for Krillin. He did it for Gohan back in the Namek saga.
That's a callback.
That's fan service.
If
you're calling back something, that is literally fan service.
No, calling back something that fans care about it like dearly, that like is like highlighted underground, like is fan service. This is just calling back.
Yes.
Oh, Gohan. Like, this is not. Like,
it's unlocked potential. It's unlocked potential for Gohan.
But y'all flailed over unlocked potential when it happened, though.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I would call it more of a callback. I would
Yeah.
call it a callback over fan service because I forgot about this
Take
concept.
that
I
shirt
forgot.
off right now. Rip
You
it
forgot
off.
too.
No.
No, I
didn't.
didn't.
No, I didn't.
That's in Namek saga.
Hell,
Don't you
That
dare.
is a big saga.
No, I know.
I-
I know what Grandmaster's saying when he's saying you forgot. You did not bring up. Oh, Piccolo could get stronger if he unlocked his potential. No one thought
Because
that.
Well,
Dragon
no,
Ball
not
forgets
that.
about
Not
that
that,
all the
but-
time.
That's what we're saying.
That's yes, correct. That is literally you.
So there-
No way. If I ask you to predict what's gonna happen in this movie, were you ever gonna be like, "Oh, Piccolo's gonna use the move from Namek that Guru
I
did"?
wouldn't. I wouldn't. So what is it? What is it? If
It's
you're
a callback. It's a callback.
which is a form of
No, fan service
service,
is something.
thank you.
No, fan service is something that happens that you've always wanted to happen.
I've
That's
always wanted to
fan
see
service.
potential unlocked.
There you go.
There, done. Sit down.
That's his truth.
The one
Who are you to
fan.
judge?
Moving on.
That's
Oh,
agent
right.
service.
I'm
So-
so glad you were served.
so Piccolo basically his first reaction is to go to Dende, right? Because Dende is the same type of Namekian as Guru, but Dende says, "Oh no, we got to be a certain age for us to be able to do that. So don't get your hopes up." But our next bet, what we can do is ask the dragon to unlock your potential, which is a very strange wish. Dende did say he has to upgrade the dragon to do that, but it's so weird to have something like that was always within grasp. And again, their excuse can always just be, well, I just thought of it recently. You know, like maybe it took, I don't know, man. It's freaking headcanon at this point. Maybe
you can't defend that bullshit.
I
Like,
can't.
that's
No,
what I'm
I can't. I can't.
Yeah, you just have to take it for what it is. I mean, if we're being honest, what was Piccolo thinking? This whole plot that he came up with.
With what? The potential unlock?
The potential unlock, and then to motivate Gohan.
I know what Piccolo
I
was
understand
thinking.
it. I understand it. But
Well-
did he need to jump through that many hoops?
Well, I mean, I think it makes sense though, because like if you think about it, you take out Goku and Vegeta, who are the only other characters that could put up a fight in
Gohan for sure. Yeah, I definitely understand him selecting Gohan.
Right. Gohan, Piccolo, you can maybe argue like Goten and Trunks, but he doesn't really know Goten and Trunks like that too well. He knows Gohan. He knows He raised that boy. I may not be your father, but I'm your daddy.
And to be fair, the training started with Gohan and Piccolo, with Piccolo dropping Gohan so he could learn how to survive.
Yeah.
Right.
In the
all the
wilderness
way in the
by
Saiyan
itself.
saga.
To trust
But-
his instincts. So
Funny, and I think, we say this is Piccolo's film. Piccolo recognizes that nobody gives a shit about training anymore, except for Goku and Vegeta. But they're on such a higher caliber that they're always going to be off with Whis. And he's like, well, who the hell I got left to work with? And he's like, we can't be soul dependent on the Dragon Balls. Who knows? If I go searching for the Dragon Balls, Bulma might already have them, wishing for her ass to be bigger. We have to get stronger. We have to be like ready. So Piccolo's out here training Pan, who's not yet brainwashed, and then he's like, I gotta motivate Gohan. But funny enough, I think, talking about, Goten and Trunks, there's a lot of people Piccolo has trained in the, Goten and Trunks. He taught them the fusion dance. Gohan. Now he's teaching Pan. This is very much a Piccolo movie, but yes, Piccolo's like, we need to step up and stop lollygagging.
Piccolo
he's
needs
like
his
Goku's
flowers.
butler. He's like Goku's butler.
Oh man, don't do him that disservice.
They treat him like the
like they treat him like it, and
you take care of him.
He trained with Goku, and then Loki watched out for Goku all the way up until this point. Like, he always had Goku's back in some way, watching your son, reviving your ass, going back and making sure that you're strong enough to beat these stronger opponents. Oh, Goku, are you serious? Like, he's like their butler. Like, he's like the one that can get away with talking any old type of way, but he knows he can, like, that's just his family. Like, he works for him. He doesn't have a choice.
He can give Goku a neck, and Goku won't do anything.
Which is wild because he's Kame.
He's
Kame. I loved how they
Actually,
keep calling him Kame too.
Did Korin always call him Kame? Was that always a thing?
I don't
Everybody
remember.
Everybody called him Kame at the tower. Once he absorbed Kame, didn't they call him Kame? I believe
They were
Popo.
when they originally fused, they didn't know what to call him because it's like he would tell everyone, "I'm no longer Piccolo
nor
or
Kame."
Kame.
Right.
I am the nameless of
Piccolo.
Namekian." but then he's like, "But for for it to be easy for you guys, just call me Piccolo. Just call me Piccolo."
Well, no, he didn't tell people to call him. Everybody just kept. Well, the
No,
Z
he
fighters.
did. No, he did. He actually like because I think it was either Gohan or I think it was Goku. He asked him like, "What do I call you?" And I think he tried combining the names. He was saying Kamikolo, Namek. I don't know. And Piccolo jokingly said, "Just call me Piccolo, dude." Like, so it just made it easier. But yeah, I don't think we had too many interactions with Piccolo and Korin, where it's like he's calling him Kami, which is, I mean, it's still very interesting. I'm like, oh wow, you're still calling him that. Okay.
A bit of a throwback, reminding us that he fused with Kame.
Right.
These are all Piccolo callbacks, by the way. Just putting it up there. Callbacks.
Right. A type of fan service. You're correct. A subgenre, you could say.
Was it both? They called back, but at the same time, you saw Korin and Yajirobe.
Yeah.
Who cares about Yajirobe?
Yajirobe didn't say a single word. Did you guys notice that?
Chris Sabat is tired of voicing every gosh darn character in the Dragon Ball universe.
Yajirobe was literally with his mouth agape, like,
wasn't he eating something? I swear.
No,
Yeah,
he was eating. But like when he would be like kind of like shooketh about what was going on, he would have this look of shock on his face, like, and I'm like, dude, say something. What are you doing? I don't know. Gohan, you're looking kind of weak. That was kind of Seth Rogen. Never mind.
Wow, Seth Rogen should play Yajirobe in the Dragon Ball Evolution sequel.
Man.
Can't afford. He's not worth that much money. Yajirobe's not worth that much money.
Stop. I'm surprised that you had him there. You didn't even voice him. That's just goodness. But yeah, Piccolo's scheming, and they upgrade the Dragon Balls. And I thought the movie was going to go a different way from here. So what does he wish for? He wishes for his full potential to be unlocked, right? And Shenron's very peculiar with his words. He's like, I unlocked everything that was there and a little bit extra. I like that. I like that Shenron says that, because that comes into play a little bit later. But Piccolo's done with the wishes. I honestly thought he would have said, yeah, do Gohan too. I thought he
was gonna say do Gohan. I did think that.
But he's like, nope, one wish is enough. Bulma, you could take the other two. And then we get the silliness with Bulma. Bigger ass, I guess. Shenron's like, your bugs have been increased.
So wait, I'm gonna assume Piccolo has no idea what happened with Granola. Like, there's no way he knew what happened with Granola to ask that dumb wish. Right.
Like right now Piccolo in the Granola arc, without spoiling too much for people that haven't read it, Piccolo's not part of the arc. So it's safe to say that he has no idea what Goku and Vegeta are doing in the Granola arc.
I think these films are purposefully trying to allow viewers to come watch it without having read the manga.
Right. Bare minimum, they say you better have watched Broly.
Yeah, they're trying to steer clear as way from, I guess, trying to make sense of like certain things like that wish, because full potential, I mean, I'm not going to spoil, but we just had a completely different wish happen twice, so to get even better potential. So it was kind of the wish is a little bit different in the Granola arc. Yeah, remember they wish for something very specific.
Very specific, and it's probably better than the wish that Piccolo asked for.
It's 1,000 times better. He should have just asked something. So, I don't know. It was just some things that just, because I knew it was after the Granola arc. Some things like that bother me, especially the upgrade for Shenron. I'm like, okay, where has this been? Where has these like free upgrade cards been this entire time?
We got it now. Potential unlocked. Let's do it.
Come on, it was it just felt a little ridiculous, and I feel like the community always complains about stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because we have
They
Vegeta and Goku making sense of their training, and then Piccolo's like, get the water, pour it. All right, we need to power me up. I don't got time for this. So, you know, like, it's like,
I need a
damn.
boost. I mean, if there was a way, because like we never knew how he was gonna ever get more powerful. Like, I know there was always thoughts about like, will Piccolo become a super Namekian this time? Or, I mean, people wanted to see Piccolo back into the front again. Like, he's a cool character. He's got a cool voice, cool attitude. I wanted to see Piccolo again, but he's too damn weak. He's too weak. You can't bring him back. So if this is the way they got to do it, fine. Now we're going to get Piccolo action. Now, whenever the next movie comes out, because they already said they're working on the next movie and they're working on the anime and they're working on the anime. Two things.
I did hear about that. Yep.
Two things. That we might see Piccolo. No, not we might. We will see Piccolo. We're going to see Piccolo and Gohan again. So that's
as it should be.
As it should be. I will take it. But that's the gag of Kame Chris where he's saying that Piccolo realizes after the third wish, he's like, wait a minute. We could have just wished for Goku and Vegeta to be here. But then you wouldn't have a movie. So, I mean, at least they played it as a gag because it's like, oh, wow, we forgot. What the hell? So that
make it too easy.
I can't make it too easy. And then let's see. After that, from there, doesn't Piccolo like go back and pick up Pan? Like with the
Piccolo goes back to the Red Ribbon and they do the whole Pan plot. He takes one of the other numbered guys and they go pick up Pan. And he's like, hey, just hold it in. We're almost there. Because you're still looking a little green. And they, hey, I'm here to pick up Pan. Pan
Take
punches the.
I don't know him.
I don't know. Stranger danger. And then,
Good
you
for
know,
her.
like Pan, hey, Piccolo. And then, you know, I sense you. Oh, wow, your father didn't even sense me.
Like, come on, man. That is really bad. That is really
quite
bad.
It's tough. It's tough.
Wow.
But again, this whole thing is like, Pan, just pretend to be kidnapped, all right? You can break these cuffs off at any time you want. Just pretend. I'm gonna pretend to be a bad guy, but I'm not really a bad guy. Like,
she
Red
caught
Ribbon
on,
Army,
man. 3 years
did.
old. She caught on quick.
But it's like the Red Ribbon Army is a joke. Don't tell anybody about what just happened here. Anybody. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Save me. And the fact that Gohan like believed that too was crazy.
Oh my God.
Right.
When they showed him the video, ooh, baby, chills. Come on. He gripped the window.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was.
He's like, oh, well, actually, wait. Before that, it's like Gohan's not even taking it seriously. He's like flicking the gun out of the guy's hand. And he's like, can you guys leave?
He threatens to call the police. Right?
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Gohan, knock his ass out. He pointed a gun at you. He could shoot someone at the house. Or where was he at? Was he at like the school?
That's their house.
That's their house. Wow.
House. Yeah.
That was a mansion. Okay. I mean,
that's why I go.
That Hercule money.
So Gohan's busy. That's what it is. Gohan is researching Super Saiyan ants.
Right, them ants pay the grants. So
ooh, for the research. Ooh, I like it. But yeah, homie just like powers up. He powers up in front of that dude. Like, I don't think has any other character like powered up like that in front of a normal person.
It's quick.
He was angry.
Straight anger. Yeah. I like
Wait,
it.
Can I sidebar real quick? I just keep thinking about how foolish the Red Ribbon Army is.
Yeah, what?
And when Piccolo volunteered to go on the mission, he's like, 94, you're too green. How do you know so much that's going on? How do you know where they live and everything?
Idiots.
He's like, I live close by. I saw a picture with Hercule. Oh, that makes sense.
You're all right, take him.
Oh, it's a small town. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
No questions asked. I thought at some point they would say, 94, what's your badge number? And then bam, the disguise. But no, not once do they question this guy. Like, I mean, they question him, but they don't question him enough to be like, dude, who are you? Like, I don't know. But
It's funny.
It was funny.
It was funny. Yeah.
It was funny. But yeah, after that point, Gohan holds that guy hostage. They go flying away in that spaceship. He does not waste any time. You know, he just blasts out of that ship once they get to the Red Ribbon Army base.
That was cool.
It was really nice. And that's where you get the money shot when he like lands on the floor and you got the rain kind of stopping briefly. Ooh, come on. That was nice.
Glass is still on though, but
the glasses are still on.
This is when animation, like, I feel like you could tell it kind of stepped up slightly. Like,
yeah.
Like, okay, we're getting into some good territory here. So it was
right.
I think that's
where
number one's walk up where he's.
Right.
He slowly melted into like a. They did make a clang. You're right.
Yeah,
I was gonna mention that when every time they hit the androids, it was clinging. It was like metal. They were like, you could hear it was like cling. Like every time Gohan hit him, it was metal.
I need to watch it again. I was getting flung around my seat.
I also watched it subbed.
Oh, okay. We watched it dubbed.
Okay. Because they did so. Everybody in the theater. It was funny. Short story. Everybody in the theater looked very confused because they saw subtitles like myself, and everybody was like, "What?" They messed up. The guy, when everybody came out, I asked the guy. I said, "Was that supposed to be dubbed or subbed?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, that was subbed. That was messed up on the tickets. So when you bought the time, you bought it for the wrong. It was all gonna be subbed anyway."
Did you get your money back?
Yeah, you get credited.
I didn't. It was whatever. It was fine.
But wait, you paid for dub and they gave you sub?
For dub and I got sub.
Oh hell no! I would have got my money back.
And they marketed dub, so it's definitely on them. It's definitely on them.
I mean, it's not a bad watch. So
yeah, it wasn't. You know, at first I was kind of irritated, but it wasn't. You know, it was whatever.
I mean, I would have been fine, honestly. If Super has made me tolerant and appreciative of subs, so I would have been fine.
If Goku was a big role in this movie, I probably would have had a bigger problem because I hate Goku's voice.
But Goku, Gohan, and Goten are all the same voice actors.
Well, Gohan, it's not. He's
more still a kid in your eyes.
Goku, yeah, it's more annoying to see Goku, the grown
Goku's
man.
In his 50s.
Yeah. Like, dude.
Oh my god.
Vegeta.
But I mean, it was a cool fight. You got Gohan fighting Gamma 1, getting his ass kicked a little bit. And what is it? I think Piccolo has the scheme, right? To be like, okay, Pan, we're gonna do this because I know Gohan, if he gets pissed, he's gonna. And I like how he pretended to pick her up but he's always supporting her feet. That's hilarious because he would never hurt Pan like that.
He's Grandpa Piccolo, Granddaddy Piccolo.
Gamma 1's getting pissed though. He's like, hey, what are you doing, man? We don't
treat a child like that. Yeah, see?
You know Gohan can't see.
Oh, Gohan, yeah, you can't see.
But they were getting mad at Piccolo because they thought they were hurting Pan. And so,
right,
you know, their superhero traits are coming out. They're like, a hero doesn't hurt a child.
Gohan
don't kidnap
not
children.
Buying it.
They don't kidnap children. You're right. Right. Gohan's an idiot. Right. He's not thinking like
he's anger. He's fueled by rage.
Why did he not go after Piccolo, who he had not recognized still? Like
he didn't recognize Piccolo.
He's hurting his daughter.
No, he did try to go. They stopped him.
Oh wait. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Because that was when Gamma 1 jumped in front of him. He's like, "Where are you going?" And they kept fighting.
I took it as what are you doing, Gohan? Go get your daughter. And he wasn't.
I mean,
fine.
At least that was the point where like he got triggered into what is it?
Ultimate
Potential Unleashed. Oh yeah, Ultimate Gohan. Ultimate Gohan.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
You about to say Potential Unleashed?
I'm about to say Potential Unleashed. I was trying to think of like what was the other name for it that was besides Ultimate Gohan. But I think it's just
the
Ultimate
King
Gohan.
Kai
It was
Gohan.
no. There was
Unlock
a name
Potential?
Budokai. No, it
Potential?
wasn't Unlock Potential. That was so in Budokai, I can remember. So little Gohan had Unlock Potential. Teen Gohan
Right.
had the Super Saiyan 2 without Unlock Potential, and then you had the adult Gohan. It was called Full Potential.
Full
yeah.
Potential. Oh,
Full
okay. In the
Potential.
games, yeah, they call Full Potential. Right. Yeah, he kind of just turns it on. Got the little electricity going around in it. So now we know Gohan's back in form. At least he's kind of back to Tournament of Power, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, no, I would
Seems
say
like
it's
it,
akin to Tournament of Power.
Right.
The Gamos were putting up a good fight, though. You know,
They were. I like how they didn't just get one shotted from Gohan like immediately. He has not been training. You know, he's struggling. These guys are packing quite a wallop on him. So that was cool how the fight progressed, and then at this point, I kind of like everything's a blur. Like I was just so absorbed into what was going on. What happened next? Like he
so two and Piccolo start fighting.
right.
Because
Well,
Gamma
2
two
starts to jump in.
Right,
2 wants
two's about to jump in, and Piccolo's like, "Hold up, we got unfinished business."
And he unveils his new form.
They
Orange
fight a little
Piccolo.
bit, then
Well,
They
no.
fight a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
he throws him down.
No. That thing when he took off the clothes, that was one of his forms. Cause
technically right.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
correct, yeah.
he just turned right in. I don't know if it's
Well,
The
these
two are-
like a.
I think the two are called different things.
Well, Dr.
Um,
Jace, move your head a little bit. You see how he's like a lighter shade of green versus
this
Rose? He's the normal
Right.
green on yours. Yeah,
right,
that's a form right there, right?
right. Where like
He's-
he loses the wrinkles on his arms. You know the wrinkles that he has on his skin that like the lines.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he?
You can't see it on Rose's. You can't see it on oh man, we don't have a Piccolo shot. Where okay, you see like where like the muscles are, like the muscle tissue on Piccolo, right? The green part of his arms, normally those would have lines on them, like wrinkles. Like that's just how his skin is. But when he turns into this new form, this I guess base orange Piccolo. I mean, I don't know what you would call it, but that skin gets smoothed out. Now there's no lines anymore. That's like
Yeah.
the main difference outside of the obvious color change.
And you get a Super Saiyan 3 face.
And
on
you get
Piccolo.
wait, oh, is it a Super Saiyan 3 face?
It's the eyes, the
Oh.
eyebrows. It's very
I
akin
thought
to
that
Super
was when he
Saiyan
went
3.
orange. I thought that was when he went orange. Because
No, he gets it on his power up. He gets it on his regular power up too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I did make a joke in my head. Yeah, when he got his power up, he looked like handsome Squidward. I was like,
man.
Oh
yo,
my
he looks
God.
He looked in the
like
mirror.
handsome Squidward right now. I'm screaming.
You know what?
Orange,
he got the-
orange.
No,
Orange,
before.
like
no. When he got unlocked, when they
Oh,
when,
okay.
when, after the wish, it was like, is that handsome Squidward? Like the jawline and everything was just so perfect. I was like, oh
he
damn.
did look like him. That was funny. That was funny. But yeah, Gamma 2 gets a fight with Piccolo, and I think at that point that's when he starts questioning, you know, whether they're the good guys or not. They start peeling back the layers behind Magenta's schemes, and really he's the bad guy in this. You know, he's not here to be a hero or anything. And then that's when Gamma 2 beats Piccolo, and he's falling down, and Piccolo's remembering the wish with Shenron, and you get the recap where it's like, I unlocked everything that was there and a little bit extra. Bam. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this. Thank God I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I don't know if it's called full power orange Piccolo or whatever. This was freaking
Orange
awesome.
Piccolo, you're kidding.
was-
They
this
could
was a
have.
good
That's the
scene.
official name. That's the
They could have called it something better. I mean, he had a whole symbol
I like
on his back.
the form. I'm fine with, but geez, the name. He even
sucks.
accepts the name. He's like,
He
I
even
guess you
accept-
call me Orange Piccolo.
I mean, he
So now
called
we
it
know it's the
himself.
name. Now we know it's the name.
That's just, oh my God, that's just wild.
Lack of creativity.
I was
I'm out
like,
of
damn.
forms.
The 20 people in a room. All of them said Orange Piccolo. Yeah, Orange Piccolo. Yeah.
Orange
Orange
Piccolo.
Piccolo. Yeah, I like that name. Yeah. Like, no.
I like that. I agree. That was the most creative name they could think of. I
You
like
went from
it.
Super Saiyan to Orange Piccolo. Love it.
I mean, if you think about it, Super Saiyan is just super with, you know.
Ultra Instinct. Ultra
Okay, that's a
Ego.
name. That's a name. That,
Kaioken.
That's a name.
Yeah,
Dude.
well, Kaioken, is based on actual translations. They could have given him something
Right.
outside of orange. I mean, he looks more devilish here than he has ever before.
Yeah, he looks like, well, they keep referring to him as Demon. Well,
King.
Game of Two refers to him as Demon King a lot.
Yes.
You said Demon King. Should have been like, oh, they do call me Demon King. Oh.
Well, no, he's like, Mr. Demon King was my father.
He kept saying another form. He's Piccolo Jr. Like since when did they drop the Junior? Oh, unless because
Junior's been
Kame.
dropped.
But unless because he's Kame, because Kame and Piccolo.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's probably
one and the same.
directly what he means. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Kame-
That's
Piccolo's evil, Kame's all
Right.
good, and then they merge back together. Yeah.
right. Okay, so maybe that's what's going on. Okay. I guess that's fine.
Do you guys, I mean, aside from the name change, do you guys like the form? Like, are we here for it? I'm glad that he's back on the forefront. This man could probably go toe to toe with some of the other villains they may or may not fight in the future. Who knows?
Design wise, I like it because with the Saiyans, their thing is the hair and the aura,
Right.
Well, Piccolo doesn't have hair, so what are Yoshi gonna do to him? Well, I like that they made his frame bigger. I like that his antennas are now. Yeah. So I design wise, I think it was good, and I think it's a stark contrast, obviously, to regular Piccolo. So,
Right.
I wish when it came down to it, they kind of emphasized more or less where the strength lies. It seems like he's top heavy Piccolo. This version seems like his arms were bulkier and his torso was more bulkier. So as if I don't know, he just had more arm and chest strength, I guess. So I wish they I wish they would do that in the future. You know how Vegeta was over here like trying out a new form of combat. I wish the forms weren't just about, oh, I'm powered up, so I'm stronger. I wish this was more like I can do this now, but it's okay. But design-wise, I think it's pretty.
Oh, you
good.
wanted like techniques and abilities.
I wish because it's
yeah.
Sure. The fact that I'm stronger. Okay, everybody gets stronger every time they transform.
I see. My problem was, I think this is my general problem having with Super or Dragon Ball in just going forward. So you know how like a lot of these animes and mangas base are like they always say these creators are like Dragon Ball is my inspiration. I love Dragon Ball. You gotta like it's always like, oh, I go back to Dragon Ball. Like a lot of the inspo from this anime comes from Dragon Ball. Those animes, and as far as when they reveal a transformation, a new character design, it's so detailed and just so different. And it's just Dragon Ball always, like it used to be that, like so detailed and different when it came to Goku and Vegeta. But it's almost like for this, they just didn't give a shit. Like, I don't know, something about with Piccolo, it's like this is his movie, but I know it's a gag to like for certain characters to kind of get like, okay, they kind of get this and that's it, and we just kind of like they're never gonna win. It's never gonna be that. But I like the orange, but I mean they could have. I don't know. I was just expecting like I was like, okay, orange stronger, like what y'all said, like you just get stronger. Okay, when you're orange, like I don't know. It just I guess the creativity doesn't really go far with the characters, and it doesn't make it that exciting. Like it's exciting to see what they'll do, but then when they do what they do, you're like, okay, I'm not that impressed. In the end, you're like, what a waste of a transformation. What a waste of like a moment. This could have been such a cool fucking moment for Piccolo.
It was a cool moment. I thought it was cool when he turned into it. He started beating the crap out of Gamma
it-
2.
It was
That
cool.
was a cool mini moment he had against the Gammas when the one was like punching him 1,000 times and didn't do anything.
Oh man,
Like I was like,
love
oh,
that.
I was
That
like,
was
okay,
good.
that was
really
cool.
good. That
Yeah,
was really good.
I was like, okay, that's cool. This is cool. And then it's like, and then you get the final boss or whatever, and it's like, okay, this form is kind of like, here we go with we got a form now. It means nothing. Like now it's
Well,
kind of
Default to the Saiyans.
let's address the elephant in the room, right? Because once Orange Piccolo starts stomping the Gammas, that's when Magenta's like, well, damn, I'm gonna go activate the trump card, which is the ace up the sleeve that Dr. Hito always had in the background, Cell Max. He was good. I hate the name. I hate the name. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna defend it. I hate the name.
Well, that's the name. Did you like the fact that it was Cell?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, before Cell jumped out, I need to talk about this line because it was funny dialect all throughout. But what's his name? Magenta. What's his name?
Hito.
Carmine.
No.
There's Dr. Hito. They're both small, but the superhero.
Hito.
Then there's Magenta, the leader of the Red Ribbon Army.
And then there's
Magenta,
his assistant.
Yeah, so Magenta's trying to hit the button, and he pulls a gun out on Hito.
Yeah.
He shoots Hito, and Hito's like, I told you in the car when this thing started that I can take a bullet. And all Magenta says is, oh, I forgot that. Well, still.
I'm gonna beat that ass then.
Yo, why did everyone in my movie theater when he shot him, like when he shot Hito on the floor, and then he shot him twice, everybody said, whoa.
Somebody in the back was like, this is dark.
Yeah. It was like, God, he shot him and then he double tapped him on the floor.
It was pretty bad. Yeah,
I knew he wasn't dead.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, funny enough, we never once, because it's Dragon Ball Z, we did not question where's the blood. Nobody was like, wait a minute, where's the blood? This is Dragon Ball Z. Blood is allowed. And then he wakes up.
You know what's funny? We consider that dark, but we've had so many shots of people getting their arms ripped off, cut in half, holes punched in their stomach. Oh my God, he pulled out a gun and shot him.
It's dark because it's realistic.
It's so real. That could happen to me.
Also, this man becomes a cyborg. He takes off his shirt.
Hey, see, that was so unnecessary. It's like, I guess I'll have to do it myself.
I thought he was gonna do something cool, or
and then nothing happened, right? The bee got him.
The bee got him.
The bee movie.
Dr. Hito. Yes, the bee movie. I heard a Jerry Seinfeld's voice. What's up with that? Anyways.
As he's dying from poison, he makes one last punch.
Yeah, that was lethal. That killed him.
Yeah.
That killed him.
He's dead. He's dead.
He's dead. But in his final breath, he's like, all right, you guys are dead. Bam. Unlocks.
Again, all in the name to destroy the Brief Corporation, right? That was his main motivation.
Well,
right?
I think, because he thought they were like the center of everything, because they were the reason why, the Red Ribbon Army hasn't been able to come back. So, yeah, I guess, to destroy the Brief Corporation, and if they're out of the way, then nothing stops the Red Ribbon Army from coming back.
Okay.
Because Bulma's an evil general.
The Secret Capsule Corp organization.
The Secret Capsule Corp. Hail, Capsule Corp. But he's like, screw it, Cell Max, let's go. Dr. Hito knows this is a bad idea because Cell Max is still in the development phase. He's not ready to be unleashed on the world. And out he comes out, is Cell Max. Let's start. There's a lot to get into with Cell Max. Let's go bit by bit. The design of Cell Max. What do you guys think?
It's what, second form? It's just second form.
It's semi-perfect Cell.
Yeah.
Of all the forms to make a callback to for Cell, why did you choose the ugliest form of Cell? That is the ugliest form of Cell. I either want bug form Cell or perfect Cell. No one cares about semi-perfect Cell.
I didn't want Cell.
I didn't want Cell.
Wow, you didn't
Cell.
want Cell at
There were rumors.
all.
There were rumors. So many. It was a joke. It was a fucking joke for so long.
It was
that
a
they were
joke.
like-
It was
they were
a
like,
joke.
oh, the androids are coming. Red Ribbon Army. Oh, we may get Cell again. I thought it was a joke when they said Cell Max. I promise you, my face went to the floor, and the girl next to me literally looked at me for like half a second because she heard me say, "Oh my god." Like I literally said, "Oh my god!"
I need to sit down.
Like so, I need to lay all the way back now because
It just
there's
now-
no
now-
way.
Now hold on, wait. Did you guys not want Cell because of what we got, or you just didn't want Cell? Period. Like even if they did it right, you didn't want Cell. Period.
You already brought back Frieza.
multiple times.
You made Broly canon. How many times are we just gonna bring back a villain from the past and
Janemba.
call it
Let's
new?
do it.
You know.
Let's do it.
So, one, yeah, I'm tired of this. Let's bring back a villain and make it new. I would have been fine with Gammas if the Gammas just really wanted to be superheroes at any cost, and then they
thought
realized
we were gonna get a Gamma fusion, and then when I heard
I thought
Cell,
so
I said,
too.
I said, damn. I heard Cell. I said, damn. Now I feel like I wasted my money.
Well, see, I thought the lead up, you know, with Jiro being the grandfather, and you know they were androids. You could have made like, you know, like a Gamma 3 that would like want to absorb them, but these two, you know, obviously are trying to be superheroes, and it could have been akin to Cell, but the fact that they made it Cell. And
It's
it
bigger
wasn't
and
Cell.
badder.
It
but
wasn't Cell.
wasn't
He
He
Cell.
didn't even try to absorb anybody.
Right.
I thought there was
Either
gonna
if
be
it-
a plot twist with that. Like
But
maybe
we did
he-
say we thought they were gonna absorb the Gammas.
right.
But like, if you're gonna bring back Cell, bring back Cell.
Yeah,
Like, either go all in or don't.
like the personality of Cell at least.
Right.
yes,
That-
Bring
yes.
That's what
Yes.
makes Cell. That's what sells Cell.
You know the
Oh.
biggest opportunity they missed in this movie, dude. Oh, so we had the Gammas. All we needed was, instead of Gamma 1, Gamma 2, they should have done Gamma Alpha. And then they should have done Omega Cell. And then just had them like absorb them or something, or in that realm. And it just could have been so much better. And then we could have got a different perfect Cell anatomy look, but the same attitude, the same, I'm still gonna take over the world. Let's, like the same.
Gohan, you've gotten taller.
I honestly
I
wanted
think
that.
I remember you.
I
this-
wanted dialogue. If they're gonna bring back Cell, I wanted. It doesn't have to be the same Cell from like the Cell saga, but give me like a villain that is speaking. You know, I don't like the whole hulking smash.
This was Cell's
Okay.
dialogue.
But he was like super angry. Like,
Biocell, biofusion.
Bio.
cell.
It is
But also-
bio.
It's BioCell.
but when it also comes down to it, this plot, and Kame Chris, don't be mad, it's Batman v Superman. The two opposing entities made to fight each other over a misunderstanding. Like, Gohan, the fight's over. They're on the same side. They're heroes. And then the big bad at the very end, the mindless muck who comes wrecking amok. You know, it's Batman v Superman.
He has no
Literally.
coherent speech whatsoever. He's Doomsday.
He's
Yeah.
he's not a villain. He's
And
just
I think I heard Martha somewhere in there in the dialogue.
I
Dude,
did.
Shit, Doomsday's a better character than that, because on top of it being Cell, and then on top of it being second form with rock for a tail, whatever that rock laser.
It was like a mace. Like he used that as like
Yeah,
a mace. He slapped it around.
Yeah. They made him large, so it wasn't even like a cool scaling fight like that we just had with the Gammas versus Piccolo and Gohan. It was like them versus a giant. I would
Monster,
have
yeah.
rather. I swear on everything. When I noticed that when the Android 18 and all of them were fighting him, and it was just like that, like fighting a giant moment. I wanted to walk out the theater.
Oh
I
no.
wanted to
What?
walk
Come
out.
on.
I had
will say-
every urge. I had every urge to walk out because I said I now know where this is going, and I don't give a shit. And it went exactly where I thought it was gonna go. And every
You
single
didn't like
moment.
Krillin using Destructo Disc to save 18?
Dude, whatever. Like
That's fan service. That one's fan service.
that was fan service. That was
A callback to when he saved Android 18 from Cell in the Cell Saga.
Okay, the difference again.
Listen,
I looked at
listen.
you before Krillin threw the Destructo Disc. I said, "Oh, he's gonna use Destructo Disc." That's called fan service.
That's
It's something I wanted, and
Yes.
it happened. That's
Destructo
fan
Disc
service.
is a callback to him using Destructo
no.
Disc in the series.
No.
Same with Solar Flare when he did it.
Solar
Same with
Flare is
Solar
more
Flare.
of a callback.
Yeah,
Solar
that's
Flare is more of a callback.
Callback, yeah.
But
Um,
I mean, I think I like that they made them large. We really haven't seen many kind of scale, like size fighting since, like as far as canon is concerned, like Vegeta being Great Ape. I think.
yeah, that was the last time where they
Yeah.
fought like a large, like the enemy was large, so they had to fight a large being. That was the last
So I
time.
think visually it provides something.
Not counting
different.
GT.
Not counting
Yeah,
GT.
Canon. I said canon.
All right,
yeah,
you
Not
did.
counting
not
GT.
counting GT. So I think visually it gives, it's different from what we've seen in the past or what we haven't seen in a while. But again, he's a mindless muck. So
I
And
thought
again-
at some point he was gonna be intelligent. Like I was waiting for that. Like I thought, like because the fight was progressing and he was losing. I thought there would be like some instinct to like grab one of the gammas and just like rom rom rom, just start eating
Yeah, I was
it. Like-
I'm not sure about this iteration of Cell because Cell's supposed to be an intelligent fighter, a collection of all the fighters.
right.
yeah,
So
I
I
didn't
don't
understand the
understand.
powers. I didn't understand the strength. I didn't understand the powers. I mean, he was getting hurt by like Krillin at points, Not
Wait, he
not
got hurt by
significant.
Krillin?
Not like significant, but Krillin could make the dude flinch and move.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah. He could
But it
push
was
him.
like Cell definitely, because Cell's from the future, right?
right.
Cells from the future. Yep.
So they spent all that time collecting the DNA of everybody.
Right.
What is this dude made out of? They don't even know about Goku and all of them, really. Like they know about him, but it's like rumors. Like this is
Well-
Gohan. Apparently, he
did they
gave the
say-
final blow to Cell.
Did they say this was like from the previous Cell? Like, wasn't this like cells made from the previous Cell? No.
They
think
did,
so.
I think, because even though the Cell that we know is from the future, there was still a Cell in development during
Yeah,
the Cell saga,
same
but
one.
they destroyed it when it was like in its like infant phase, its cell phase or whatever. So this one, I mean, it's just there's the argument where it's like, yeah, the Cell Max wasn't ready. So if it was ready and he came out, then maybe we would have gotten the Cell that we would have preferred. But
Well,
I
he should have
mean,
been ready.
the writers could have made him ready. The writers could have made him ready, and they didn't. They decided to not make him ready, and we got this this muck, as Grandmaster Hoop says it.
I don't know where that word came from,
But
yeah.
listen, even though it's not my preference, I will not deny I was at the edge of my seat during this whole fight.
the
Oh, yeah.
the fight choreo was good.
It was fantastic. I did not know how they were gonna win. Every time you think the climax is there, because you're like, oh yeah, this is the final blow. It has to be it. No, Cell Max is still going. I'm like, wow, okay.
I liked how, again, Dragon Ball's not my strong suit. I like how Piccolo grew large. Completely forgot he could do that.
Tear that shirt. Ah!
It was a nice callback. And
All right. Is this callback or fan service? The
this is
fusion?
a callback
no, the
because
fusion. The fusion.
Oh, the fusion is
That was
fancy.
that was the opposite of fan service.
Oh my
That
God.
was just
Oh,
bullcrap.
fake out. That's a fake
Fake
out.
out,
Yeah, because fan service was if they fused and actually did something. And then what they did again at the end, by the way, I don't know if anyone
They didn't
caught
even
it.
show it.
Yes.
They didn't
They
even
were about
show
to
it.
fuse it, didn't show it. So I
And they
wanted to
fused for
throw-
no reason. Why they fuse?
Yeah, they didn't
I
make
don't
sense for them
tease
to
you.
do it right
They
after
literally.
Yeah, the time
That's a tease.
the time
This
limit.
was the opposite of fan service. This was fan torture. Like this was
That's a
just
tease.
torture.
That's nothing but a tease.
that. And
Well,
we had to
well,
watch
okay.
them fight.
How about this? Did you like that they finally grew these little bastards?
Sure.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank God.
Sure, but were you a fan of the ass shots? Like his
The
ass
shots
was
of
out.
who?
Cute.
Oh,
You're
the
right.
That
ass.
was cute.
I think they did it a little
Cute.
bit
You
too
said
much.
it was cute.
With
I thought it was cute.
Gotenks.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. It was funny.
It was funny the first time.
The first
not the
time, but
5
then-
times that
then
they
he's
kept
just-
showing it.
I mean, it was they kept up the gag. That was fine. I was like, like
I
they're
honestly
fools,
thought
you
he
know.
was gonna shit himself at some
But they were
point.
they also were they not in that fat fusion form for too long?
Actually,
Or not?
I didn't know the time frame, but I was like, wait a minute. I think there's like a time frame. To
Yeah, it's
the
30
fusion.
minutes.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it was like an
Okay.
hour, 30 minutes or something. I don't
30
know.
minutes.
well,
'cause-
they fused when it was dark. They fused when Cell Max was out, so you could probably say the fight was like 30 minutes.
Well,
of,
the
like-
fight was in the rain, but then when they broke the hologram tech, it was daytime. So what time of
Right.
day was it really?
Well, no, they fused when it was like completely dark. Like when Cell Max
Actually,
like
that's
changed
a-
like the sky like to
But
purple. I
okay,
guess.
it changed the sky. Does that mean it's dark time, or
Dark,
did he change
yeah,
the
because
sky?
what the
Oh, I mean,
fuck
I
was
don't
that?
know. I'm just saying when they fused, so that you get an idea of how long they were fused for.
Time
I-
stands still in the Dragon Ball universe.
5 minutes and this planet will explode.
It's a 48-minute tournament. Episode 67.
it
Um,
was great.
but I mean, Cell Max, he's very durable. We can at least give him that. He can't regenerate. Surprisingly, he's
He's
His arm,
incomplete.
his arm didn't regenerate at all.
His
No, it
arm
did
didn't
not.
regenerate.
No, it did not.
after the sacrifice of Gamma 2. It was a F-bomb. Just like what was it? He just powered up and slammed into the
Straight
ground.
down.
I did not think he was gonna die.
I didn't think he was
I-
gonna die either.
I thought they were gonna do some Dragon Ball magic, sparkly dust, I don't know, something. No, he's dead.
I wanted the Gammas to die because I wanted them to be absorbed or something. So when he
Oh my
died, I was
God.
like, okay, whatever. Like, I guess he died another way, but I kind of wanted something a little bit more cinematic. But
They could have
mean,
done.
From a cinematic standpoint, I don't even know if he needed to sacrifice himself because I don't know. It just didn't feel like he deserved. I didn't think neither one of them should have died.
Yeah.
Either they get absorbed or nothing.
I mean, he
know?
was the most likable, I think, of the two. Like,
I mean, I like them both. I like their
I li- I-
contrast.
I like them both, but like, I feel like if Gamma 1 had done it, I wouldn't feel really anything.
Yeah,
Get-
Gamma 2 had more of the pizzazz, more of the showmanship.
Right.
I guess what I'm saying is there was no build up to the sacrifice play. It wasn't like Piccolo called him out earlier in the film saying, "You're no superhero. You wouldn't put your life down for the sake of others," you know, and questions his morality, you know. There was no build up to the sacrifice. He was just like, "I'm a superhero. Hold him down."
And that's another thing they established. The weak point is apparently the black ball on Cell's head.
Hito left
At least
the
that one.
Hito left a weak spot. Yeah.
It makes me wonder: is that a weakness unique to Cell Max, or is that
if
could
there
that go
were
back to
levels-
Cell?
If there were levels to concepts, and we did 1 through 10, this was a 3. That was such an ass of a concept.
Oh
Like-
wait, 3 like low, like 3.
Low,
Okay.
low, like very low. Like, what was that? Like, hit him on the top of his head. Oh my god! You know those anime moments of like when they realize something it's obvious and they all like fall to the floor and their head like hits the ground.
Yes.
That happened to me in the movie theater like probably 3 times. I was like, on top of the head. Oh, like seriously.
The writer
it-
said it looks like a big target.
It felt like a video game in a way, kind of like, you know, you play Legend of Zelda. It's like aim for the obvious weak spot. That's the target. Hit that and you'll do wonders. You'll do the damage.
And that's the first boss.
And that's the
Oh,
my
I
God.
did like how they kept saying he's like a boss mode. Like this is boss mode.
Oh yeah.
But I think, you know, the part that stole the show, right, is when Orange Piccolo is going 1v1 against Cell because Gamma 2 sacrifice wasn't enough. And he's holding him off and he's telling Gohan, yo, you need to finish him off with whatever move you want to do. At that point, when he said whatever move you want to do, I was like, it's either Masenko or Special Beam Cannon.
Oh, it was different. It was different in the sub. He just said you need to focus your ki. That was it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh,
he
wow,
said,
interesting.
he said,
Yeah.
he's like, do Kamehameha or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
what?
said.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so weird.
he instructed him to basically do a move or whatever. He said, do Kamehameha or whatever you want, but do something when you power up or, you know, get the
Oh, that's
final blow in.
Oh yeah, this Piccolo. All he said was, he said pretty much, we need you to take him out with. Oh no, we need you to take him out with all you got. Focus your ki. Don't worry about me. We need you to keep focusing your ki. That's all he said to him. That's so weird. That they translated it like that.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why
I think that's a
people sometimes
liberty.
prefer sub over dub.
I
It's
thought he
the
was about to say, let's do father son special being Kame.
father son Masenko or something like that.
All of it would have been cool. It all
It
would
would
have
have been cool. It would have
But
been
again,
cool.
my biggest thing here is what is actually going on, because Gohan didn't take the sensu beam. So is he even in ultimate full potential mode at this point? Is he at that right now? Because if he's not, what is he really powering up to? He's just
gathering key.
He's gathering enough
Trying
ki
to-
to just do one big shot and see if it takes
Right.
it out.
Which he dropped the sensu beam. We called it outside the theater. That was a
my
reference.
God.
To,
That was my
I-
moment of duh. Like
I actually had a
but-
flashback in the theater of how frustrated I was when
But
I
that
first
was-
saw it in the Boo arc.
That was the reference. That was hilarious when he dropped the Patara earring. when
It's
Goku
it.
threw it at him. He cannot
But-
catch to save his life.
They
Piccolo
don't have to
raises
do
a
that
good
so much.
Piccolo raises a good point. He's like, what, in Super Saiyan, you don't need your glasses?
No.
So they can use their senses. When he fought in Super, when he fought blind, like when he fought with the poison in his eye,
Mm-hmm.
that was
Right.
straight instinct. I can't remember
Yes.
that wolf guy he fought. That was straight instinct.
The wolf
The only
guy
thing
is
that
the
ma-
wolf
yeah.
guy.
That's the only thing that
From
makes
the-
me think that like when he goes Super Saiyan, he's fighting off more instinct than even his sight at that point. It's the
Well,
best I could do.
I guess you could say he's like a
Right.
human when he's not transformed. Then when he transforms, he's like definitely not a human anymore.
It's
That's
kind
it.
of like in I hate to make this comparison, but in the greatest anime of all time, Boruto Next Generations, when Sarada is not using Sharingan, she needs glasses. But when she turns Sharingan on, she doesn't need glasses because it's an ocular.
I
jutsu.
guess.
But anyways, no more Boruto, no more Boruto. But Piccolo's getting his ass whooped. The
As a
entire
giant
theater-
too. As a giant.
As
at
a
this
giant,
He's holding his own, though. He is holding his
he's
own. But he
holding
is
his
getting.
own. And they showed blood.
He's eating it. He's eating
He's
it.
eating. Yeah, that's a better way to put it.
He's eating it. He's eating it, and Cell Max does a move on him where it probably could have killed him, but it didn't. And we get that iconic red line through Gohan's psyche. That those of you know,
Snaps.
that's the SS2 line, and then bam, homie loses it.
And that line was a bit thick for me. I don't
No,
know, like-
no, that
What do
line
you
was
mean?
great. That
What do you
line was
mean? You didn't
great.
like it?
No, I like the I like the whole line, like the the moment.
Yeah.
It was the line, the red line was a little thicker than usual. I don't know if anyone noticed that. I was so
It was a
because
line. What do you
I was
mean?
No. Usually it's like a very thin one. Like when they do it in anime, like all the time, they do it in like a lot of animes. But the line is like usually very thin. This one was like a thick red one for a second. I was like,
But
oh, it kind of
Right, because the animation style.
I was it
Yeah.
kind of like gave me like when they first did it, kind of gave me like a Kill Bill moment when they first like had the red and then it went small. And I was like, oh, that was kind of cool. But I was like, it was a little thick for the anime trigger line. But
I think that's because that's how the line was in when Gohan originally turned into Super Saiyan 2 in the Cell Saga, because it's the same line. It's the same line where it shows him snapping when
yeah, it's the same
Cell,
ape. Like when they see the moon and they turn to apes, that's the same line. Usually it's like super like it's like a light shown. It's like a ding, and they're like
right. For Gohan's, I think they just wanted to make him thick because he's a thick boy. he got SS2.
Yeah, they highlighted that I wanted like I was like I think they like made that a point. Like I don't know if I'm like just really paying attention to small stuff, but they really made that a point because it was like big and then small and
it
then
was
I'm
big,
like,
yeah.
I was like,
it was
here
a
we go.
line and then it expanded to show all the red. And we get a new form for Gohan, and it is. I don't know what to think of it. I'm kind of.
I'm gonna
50-50.
say it. I like it. I'm gonna say it. I like it.
You like it? We get.
I don't know why, but I like it. I don't know why. I don't know
I'll tell
why
you
I
right
like
now.
the. I don't know
white-haired
why I like the.
Gohan,
I don't
red
know why I like the
eyes.
heavy hair. I don't know why I like the heavy hair, but the wild heavy hair.
It is the
I
heaviness.
think
that
Dr. Just
loses
said
me.
it. Kids Next Door when they was
Kids
imitating.
Next Door. Yes.
I
when
do
number
see that
4
vibe too.
the DBZ parody episode when number 4 turned Super Saiyan, and when he grew stronger, his hair just got bigger. That's what it reminded me of. I mean, it was cool. It was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was cool. When he snapped, that was chef's kiss.
I think if we saw it in
the eyes
classic
were
2D
cooler.
animation, I think we saw it in classic 2D animation, it would be
I think.
wow.
Right.
Yes, I if they did it like the Broly film, I think it would have been so much smoother and the hair would have been flowing more. But this one, the hair just stood still, like this shit right here. Because like when he turned, that whole thing turned.
Oh
Yeah,
man, when you looked
the
at it
weight.
sideways, I'm like, ew.
I think
don't.
I think the liking for the hair is like
Oh,
a
the
generational
bang!
thing.
The bang
the
was the
bang.
size of his head.
Yo, okay, I swear. Okay, so that I said was fan service for sure, generational fan service. Because I feel like us Dragon Ball people that when that that period of when Dragon Ball Z was over and we didn't have anything for a while, you had all this fan art of like everyone going Super Saiyan 5.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it
crazy.
literally
Yes.
was that hair, and I'm like,
It
I was like,
is.
oh yeah, they are eating it up. They know who they're trying to get at with that one. I was like, oh, because
I mean, making it white, like, yeah, I feel like they're trying to tap it, like the Dragon Ball AF fans. Like, I still remember to this day that picture of Goku as a Super Saiyan 5, and he has
Yep.
the white hair.
Yeah.
He has the very big bangs that come out of his forehead.
right.
He might have had red eyes. I don't know. Maybe he did. But did you guys like it? I mean, I know Rose did. Grandmaster, Kame Chris, did you like it? I liked it. I just don't like the angles. Like when he turns sideways, I'm like, ew.
Yeah, give
Ew,
Yeah,
no,
the model
no,
got
no.
a little. The model did get a little tough on the
Give-
angle shots.
give this to
Right.
me in a different format, maybe. I think the eyes were probably the coolest thing. I thought, his
Okay.
eyes were like almost demonic in a way. Like he,
Oh, I like the way they swirled when he
Oh, yeah.
was turning into it. That
Yeah.
was nice.
Yeah.
That was clean.
and his kind of demeanor was different. Like he's like, I don't know. It felt sadistic. Like when he pushed
And
Cell's
so
hand off
punched
of him.
him, and he's like, "Is that all?"
It was,
Yes.
it was Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan all over
Yeah.
again. It was,
But no,
it was.
But he
a
didn't
little
toy
bit.
as much this
oh,
time.
what
He
you talking
didn't
about
toy.
against
He
Deborah?
didn't toy as much.
No, not Deborah.
Oh no,
when he
against
fought
Cell.
Cell.
I mean, Boo
He fought
against
Cell.
Boo.
no,
No,
he fought
Cell.
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 Team
No, he
Go-
fought Cell.
Oh,
That was
sorry.
Super Saiyan 2 when he fought Cell.
But he
I mean,
wasn't
that's-
smirking at Super Saiyan 2.
Yes, he
Yes,
was.
he was.
was
Go
an
back and
asshole.
watch it. Take the
When
Z
he
off, man.
take
the shirt
that
off.
shirt
I
off.
mean, I just remember him. I remember him I remember him crying first. Thank you very much.
Dude, he was
Crying
an
when he lost his
asshole.
dad.
No, he cried on the first transformation to Super Saiyan 2.
Yes, because that's what
He
triggered
cried.
him.
Okay, and then when the
That's-
tears went away, he became the biggest egotistical bitch on the like the
All right,
entire
well,
time.
this one,
Yeah.
this one looked demonic though. This one looked
Turn
like
your-
he was
I
ready
need you to
rip this
return
dude
your
to
shirt.
shreds.
I'm gonna need you to return your
You
shirt.
still have
No.
time to return it. You
No.
still have the
the
tag
listeners,
on there.
the
I'm
listeners
not-
are crying right now. The listeners are
not-
crying.
They already stopped listening.
I'm
Thanks.
not returning this shirt. But, I mean, it's
When Gohan
it's-
turned SS3, right? That's
oh
what.
my-
That's what he.
listen.
cried.
It's cool for what it is. This I would call fan service, because what is Dragon Ball Z fan service if it's not a transformation? We all live for these DBZ, DBS transformations. So, but the fight, I can't remember. He didn't do much fighting. It
Made it
was
quick.
really,
Made
yeah, it was
quick.
really quick. Yeah,
Made it quick. He was
kinda one and
clearly.
done.
He clearly had the edge. It was like no room to stretch or.
No, yeah,
speed
no
his
sense in dragging
powers.
this out, right?
Right.
69.8% grade. That's what made this a 69.8%, because why did you give us this great transformation where he does an Ultra Instinct type of speed kick, and then all of a sudden we don't get anything else? No one cares. Like, or whatever.
But he
Good luck.
does. He does special beam cannon. Oh, come on, that was neat. I love it.
I've seen him do that in Budokai. I've seen him do
Oh,
that.
You see
Okay.
in multiple
Gohan do
games.
that in Budokai?
You can in a lot of the different games he can use special beam cannon.
No, he cannot.
Yes, he can.
I know he cannot. There is no
Ooh.
way.
In some of the games he does do. Some of the characters you can have them do. So like I think I forget which game it is. Vegeta does Kamehameha. Some games, some of the characters do certain skills. Special beam cannon. I have seen Gohan animated use special beam cannon before in a video game. Don't know which game, but I have seen it be used.
I don't know.
Send the videos later. Send the
Flash games don't count. Don't go on newgrounds.com and start sending.
Dude, Newground, yo, nostalgia, bro. I've not heard that in so long.
Don't send me a flash game saying, look.
Flash games.
He's doing it here. He's doing Destructo Disc. But I mean, it was cool. I liked it. He did special beam cannon. It was nice for the final shot. Would I have preferred a Masenko father-son blast? Sure, yeah. But Piccolo was holding him down. He was holding Cell Max.
Mhm.
Maybe it would have been more poetic if he took the blast as well. Kind of like what Grandmaster was saying, a role reversal of when...
This film was building up for Piccolo to pay the ultimate sacrifice.
Again.
Differently though.
But we
because
know he
I see what you're
doesn't
saying,
die.
though.
He
I
does
see what
not
you're
die. We know he's
I'm
not
just saying
dead.
they built it up,
They did.
you know.
I admit they did. They could have done it to where he did die, but we're in the super timeline, so we can't kill him off. That's one of the downsides of being in super like this. You know, everyone ends up being safe. Because
Fine.
they're still the end of Z, and at the end of Z, everyone's alive.
Oh, is that what's going on? Is that what they're
Yeah.
building up to?
Will you get rid of that shirt for the love of
Are we
God?
talking about-
Oh my
Are we talking
God.
about it's building
When
up
do
to
you think this
it's,
takes place?
it's take I forgot that whole bit about Goku versus Oob. Sorry, apologies.
I swear to God.
Sorry.
people are
I
gonna
forgot
delete
that's our
us.
little build-up point. My bad.
This is like, I think like a year. You know, they met Oob in Super, right?
Yeah, they mentioned Oob. They name dropped him.
No, they met Oob, I think.
Oh, not in the anime, right?
Yeah, the anime.
No, I could have sworn they were just like, oh, we can't use Oob. He's still, or no, they said, hey, Majin Kid Buu was reincarnated.
Oh,
That's
right,
all I
right.
remember. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm bringing it back because I had to look it up. I knew I wasn't going crazy. Future Gohan can use Special Beam Cannon, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Shin Budokai, Another Road, and Raging Blast 2. I know I've seen him do it multiple times, and he did it when he was a Future Gohan. I knew I was going crazy.
Damn. That
Wow,
is
so hard.
sick. So Tenkaichi 3, Raging Blast 2. And what was the other one?
think that was the road.
Shin Budokai on the PSP. Got it.
Ooh, Shin Budokai. Haha,
Shin
I remember that
Budokai.
one.
Another road, the second one. But at that point, the movie kind of just, takes the climax is there. They defeat Cell Max. He self-destructs. Like, it's not really a stake that they have to like avoid. He just blows up.
They built it up as if it was gonna be a thing as well.
Be careful when we defeat him because he's gonna explode. And I remember when they beat him, Grandmaster's like, the explosion. What are they gonna do with the explosion?
That was me in my head. I was like,
they were just standing there, right? And then
they just flew away. They just flew away from it.
Well, Gamma 1 starts flying away before, and he's like, and he like turns. The explosion!
Oh, Gamma 1 just covers up Dr. Hida. He doesn't even fly away from it, right? He just jumps
he does.
On...
He covers them up, I think.
Or was that earlier? Was that earlier?
It was earlier.
Oh, okay,
Then he flies. Okay. He does fly away.
Pam, you have to fly. You have to fly.
Oh
Pam.
my gosh.
Oh, the whole thing with Pan and her flying.
Pan
I like
had
that.
a nice
that was
little
cool.
journey. Pan had a nice little journey.
She can
nice
fly.
little comeuppance.
When everyone thought she was going to be Super Saiyan. Yeah, 3 years old.
Oh my God. People really thought she was going to just pop Super Saiyan. I know what scene they're talking about.
Yeah.
I know what
potential is there.
I can see it. I mean, the first, I guess there's technically Kefla and Khalifa.
Listen, if Piccolo can just teach her how to focus on that small part of your back, she's great. She'll be fine.
I was going to say that.
That's
too.
Universe 6 Saiyans. That's Universe 6 Saiyans.
Are you telling me no? That's not the case.
No, that's for all Saiyans. That was for all Saiyans because Vegeta
it was never.
It
was never about anger. It was always.
Yeah.
They were focused. When
I
Krillin died, Goku said, "The pain in my back." Ah!
Ouch.
And then Vegeta training what's his face? I forgot his name already.
Kappa.
Oh, Kame. Yeah, Kame. Yeah, it was
Kame.
like it like pointed to the back, and I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Yes.
Like, I was like,
yes.
"Wait, what?"
That's always the key.
My back.
Pan's got some years, I'm sure.
But yeah, the film kind of just wraps up there. Gamma 2 is done. Bulma gives a job to Dr. Hito, and kind of I think she says she's gonna hire Gamma 1 as like security for Capsule Corps. So
let the dude be a superhero. Let him go run around.
I mean, I'm sure he'll still be a superhero. Just, he has a home to come to, so he'll be a security guard at Capsule Corps.
Fine.
Which they showed robots in the very beginning. I thought they were going to show more of Gamma 1 and the other robots being a hero. Like what they do to like say, you know what I'm talking about when they're talking about the Gammas and they show Gamma 1 standing next to a bunch of other robots as the heroes, and then they show the Red Ribbon Army as the villains. They didn't really show too much of that. So
Gamma and Krillin should start their own universe, like how Jiren's universe has like the superheroes. They should start.
The Pride Troopers.
Yes, they should start their own Pride Troopers.
Oh my God,
that'd be fun.
They probably
could be cool
could.
With Gohan. Yeah, and Gohan being like Great Saiyaman. I mean, that'd be a fun spin-off I'd watch.
That would be nice. I would like that. We might get it. I mean, we're getting more Dragon Ball content. They're in the writer's room as we speak.
We're not getting that.
Turning out. I mean, you never know. Think about. I mean, listen. People said for years they are never gonna give Gohan the spotlight again, especially Gohan and Piccolo. Look where we are. Talking
fan
about
service.
Talking about Gohan and Piccolo.
But I'm
this
not
movie.
This was what they thought was fan service. This was not what fans wanted to see. I'm telling you that.
I'm
on a little bit of
fans
both.
didn't want to see Gohan and Piccolo.
Go on Twitter, and real Dragon Ball fans, you know what I'm talking about, Dr.
Real
J.
Dragon Ball fans.
You know the real Dragon Ball fans that live for this stuff every day on Twitter. You know exactly the group of people I'm talking about, Dr. Jace, that will probably have these very, very exact same opinions that I have as far as what they would consider fan service. You know the group of people I'm talking about that is going to have a problem with this film in a lot of different ways. if you liked Broly, you probably weren't gonna like this too much, in my opinion. And I think a lot of people like Broly. I like Broly.
I mean,
If you
I
like
liked
Broly, you're not.
Broly.
I don't think you'll like it as much as Broly. But it
Right.
doesn't
From
mean you won't
from an
like it.
artistic standpoint, yes, I don't think people will like it as much as Broly. I do think people will just like the fact that it's a change of pace. It's not Goku and Vegeta focused, you know.
they scaled it back. You know, it's not a Goku and Vegeta show for this, so they kind of scaled back the villain a bit. And I can't remember where I saw it. There was like a power scaling image where, and again, this was before I didn't want to get spoiled, but I know Gohan Blanco was on there. The official name is Gohan Beast or Beast Gohan, something like that.
Oh, I did see that name a while, like when the movie came out in June.
That's
He
the
said
official
he
name.
unlocked the beast within.
Yeah, I mean he basically did. That's Gohan's name, and I saw it getting compared to other forms. Take this with a grain of salt, because I don't know if this was like an official like image, and I didn't look at it for too long. But I think this form is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue. I think it is. I think on the image it showed like the scale of like what's stronger than what. At the top you have like Ultra Instinct and the other
If you
the ego form, and then after that below that was Gohan Beast, and then below that was Super Saiyan Blue. I don't know if that's an official like image going around, or I don't know if that was fan made. But
it could be raw strength, and just because Blue's like a mastery technique form. Like
Well-
when it's saying Blue, it's the stats that they have that they can keep on longer. Was it
See,
like
right.
the
the thing
stamina
is-
boost and everything like that they can maintain?
the thing is, all the transformations keep powering up. Like
That's true.
like where we are right now. Like, I mean, Goku's using Blue and something else at the same time. I mean, he did with Kaioken, but it's like, you know, Blue. I don't know. To scale Blue, you can't scale it anymore. I think.
But their base form is stronger than Super Saiyan's. Super Saiyan forms
Yeah.
back in the day. Now at this point,
Nothing matters anymore.
That's what I
that's
was
true.
going to get at. I don't think it like matters. I don't think that scaling works. I think it's just whatever episode we get, whoever's the strongest in that episode is the strongest. That's the
It's-
scale.
I
I think
really-
it's the moment when Vegeta did that super ultra Super Saiyan Blue, I was like, nothing matters anymore.
Super
Nothing
Saiyan
matters.
Blue evolution.
you're just getting started, then, buddy.
I
You're
think I'm
not
done.
ready. You're not
Oh,
ready.
yeah, you're
ready.
You need to read the
I-
manga.
I'll stick to the films. I'm done.
Oh dear.
Yeah, if you
We're-
read the manga,
where it only
Every-
matters for
Every
the
day
film.
they're getting closer to heroes, and that's my biggest fear.
Oh, Dragon Ball Heroes?
Heroes.
Ew.
That scaling
nah.
makes me want to throw up.
Ew.
Oh my God.
I'm done. I'm with that. Okay, we can go. It's
Thank you for
over.
joining.
We get a one final post-credit scene. I thought it was kind of funny. Vegeta finally beats Goku, kind of like punches him. They had an all-out brawl the whole movie.
I left. I didn't see post.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No,
Look
I
at
did
that.
not.
Interesting.
I did not. I didn't get two
It was
shits
funny.
about post credits.
It was
funny.
Yeah.
It was
Um,
funny. It wasn't really necessary, but it was fun.
We live in the post-credit time era. Everyone wants a post-credit scene.
I
So
think it was fine. It was just something. It was just something silly. Just
yeah. It was.
I would like it to be like Gohan and Piccolo related, or like Gohan's family related, or something like that. Would have been really cool. But it's
Like I
still, it
said.
was still fun to see.
I want to
They
see a cell. You know, like a little tiny cell in the corner saying, "Oh, he's not dead yet. He's regenerating."
Venom.
We didn't get that.
Insane.
Yeah, like Venom. Like
Yeah.
Venom. You
Gross.
see a symbiote. But that's the whole movie. That's Dragon Ball Super superhero. Overall, you know, how would you rank it amongst just, you know, as final thoughts, how would you rank it amongst the starting from Battle of Gods? We're not gonna go back into the dumpster fire of the other films.
We don't need to because it's the lowest in my ranking.
We
It's
don't
Oh my
exactly.
gosh.
It's
They
the
I mean, they
lowest.
really are. If you think about it, I don't know, but So including Battle of Gods,
Mhm.
Resurrection F, Broly, and this movie, because it's the only movies that we've had so far. How would you rank them? For me, I would, oh man, that's kind of, Broly's at the top. Broly's at the top. It's Broly
I'm
is
with you.
Broly's peak. Broly had everything for me for what I look for in Dragon Ball. Below that, Resurrection F's at the bottom. Like it is at the bottom.
Agreed. I
It is
agree.
at the bottom.
I do not like Resurrection
We really
F.
need
You
to
need to
apologize.
rewatch Resurrection
I've
F.
seen it 3 times. 3 times.
Did
It
you have
was
your
not
eyes
that-
closed? The
No,
last two
I'm not saying it was good. I'm not saying it was great. Like it was amazing. It was kind of asked for what it was. We had to talk about it. I didn't like most of it, but in comparison,
Who asked for Ginyu back?
Well,
Only in the
Who asked
anime.
for
that's in the
Cell
anime.
Max back?
That's in the
Like, let's
anime.
sell,
Okay, you know
like-
what? You know what? Now that I think about it, the Cell Max is what really kind of brings this movie down just a little bit, because
A lot
I don't like the concept of Cell Max. So Broly,
Ooh.
Battle of Gods, Superhero, Resurrection F. From
You
top
have
to
a-
bottom. From top to bottom.
That's your opinion, right?
I can't wait to hear. Comment, Chris, if you put Resurrection F at number 2, throw the credibility out. Throw it out.
I would probably put. I think I think from a nostalgic point, I have to put Battle of the Gods at the bottom, just because
What?
I just feel
Damn.
Resurrection F is a really fun movie. It's
So is
fun
Battle
to
of the Gods, though.
but there's more, and that's why I said nostalgia.
There's
There's
more
nos-
nostalgia in Battle of the Gods.
No, there's more nostalgia with
Ooh.
Frieza. Frieza is a welcome
It's
return.
just Frieza, man.
But it was fun. They really
And my golden
played it.
form.
They really played it like for laughs. Frieza's return, like you
I
see
mean, they
him
did.
being tortured in hell, and then they gave him like I think a rock song for when he's like
Rock
training.
Lobster?
No, like a rock song. I swear there's like some rock music playing. Either way, I just think about of which films I had more fun in. Broly definitely number 1, then probably this film, then Resurrection F. And also, I didn't see Battle of the Gods in theaters, so there might be
I
that
didn't
going
either.
for it.
So you had no fun
No.
with the introduction
I
of
did.
Beerus?
I mean, Beerus was fun, but only 2 people fought in that whole movie. It was Goku and Beerus. Vegeta got 1 punch in, and that's it. The other movies I think are just kind of more fun. So
Okay.
that's where I stand.
Fair. That's fair. Resurrection F last. I'll put Hero second. I'll put Battle Gods third right now. I'm
Wait,
thinking
Heroes second?
Yeah, I'll put Superhero second.
Oh,
right now.
superhero. Okay, got it. I thought you were telling you
Oh,
Dragon
not
Ball
Heroes.
Heroes. Like,
Please,
what?
man. Yeah. If you ever hear me
Okay.
talking about heroes in a positive light, you need to remove your ties with me and check me in.
That's not Jalen.
Deal.
Deal.
I'm shocked at the second for Heroes, but
Oh my god.
yeah. But
I
no,
don't
mine-
think I'm ready for this.
My first would be Broly. Second would be Battle of Gods. Third is Resurrection F, and then Heroes is definitely last. Heroes was not it.
Oh,
But you
man.
know what's crazy? Dr. Jace laughs at me for my Dragon Ball opinion, but it's so crazy because we come back full circle all the time, and then I hear something I may have said come back again and echo, and I'm like, oh right, yeah, it wasn't that great of a movie because of that when I said it at the time, and I feel like this is gonna happen again. And I feel like-
there is not. I promise you. Resurrection F is never moving up from my bottom. It is never going up.
it's just
I
as
could
well-
see Superhero and Battle of Gods being like switched around a little bit, like you throw one in place of the other one. But I think at some point we do have to have a ranking of the DBZ movies, so that way we could talk about Resurrection F.
I don't think it's that deep.
I
Oh no,
I
it
don't
is.
like
It should be.
I really don't like. I think it's more just like what your preference is. I prefer to see fights, crazy fights. I never cared about plot when it came to Dragon Ball. If I wanted plot, I'd go like reread Hunter x Hunter or something. Like I'm not gonna like go to Dragon Ball for plot. I never did, never will. So when they miss out on the good fighting and just like the shit we care about, like that we like, oh my god, Ultra Instinct. We don't care how Goku got Ultra Instinct. Not one person said, in what training and when did Goku actually was supposed to get Ultra Instinct, because the Spirit Bomb thing was kind of an ass pull. No one really digested into that because everybody was just too crazed about him getting
No,
Ultra
we said
Instinct.
that.
No,
I
said
After
it.
the craze that day, you say, wait a minute. What the heck?
But then an episode later, you're like, I want to see it again. I need it again. And then by the indeterminate power, no one cares. At the end of this movie, I care that they did all this bullcrap with Cell and everything else. So and Resurrection F, we walked away with Frieza gold form, Blue obviously having more endurance, and then like we got some cool like nostalgia moments, and it was fun. So I just think what like as me in particular as a fan, what I look for is straight up, I want to see ass whooping. I want to see the universe shake. I want to see some crazy.
Then why
fighting.
did Goku get shot in the heart with a gun?
Oh God.
Ow!
I'm just messing with you. Fair enough.
I think it really depends on what you want out of a Dragon Ball film. Because like I know some people that have Battle of Gods as their number one. You know, in a post Broly world, they have Battle of Gods still as their number one, and that's just because that's what they look for in a Dragon Ball film. They want the comedy. They want because Battle of Gods had a lot of comedy in it for its first like 2 acts.
Yeah.
It wasn't until its 3rd act where you saw the fighting. But some people like the comedy in Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball has never been that funny in a movie too. I think that was like the first time we really got some like, oh my god, this like they really wrote some jokes in here, like serious, like ha ha ha, like this is modern time. Funny
and Battle of
jokes.
Gods.
Yeah, look, I mean in general, like
in general,
Super, like that was like the first time they ever like really put comedy in Dragon Ball like that.
Yeah, I would say they're putting more of an emphasis now in Super compared to, you know, in OG Dragon Ball. It was anything but a comedy. I'm actually not anything but a comedy. It was pretty big comedy back then.
At this point, we've been with these characters for dang near 20 plus years. Let's have some fun with them, I think they're saying, you know. Yeah.
We're fine with it.
We'll see where they go from here. But I think that about wraps up our thoughts on Dragon Ball Super. God, the freaking name. I want to mention the name really quick because I think Toriyama was interviewed about it because they asked them like, why did you call it Superhero when the name is Dragon Ball Super? Like, you know, the first title. This man dead ass said, I forgot it was called Super.
Oh no. I might have to move.
Arrest this man.
A little bit.
Arrest this man, please.
It's time for him to just retire, chill out.
Correct. That should say
forgot.
Everything you need to know about the series moving forward. I forgot it was called Super. You named it.
I don't even know if he named it. Actually, did he name it Dragon Ball Super? I don't remember if he did.
Great. It's up in the air.
I don't remember. But I know for a fact he forgot it was called Dragon Ball Super. So that's why he was like, yeah, give it a superhero. He's like, but sir, it will be called Dragon Ball Superhero.
It'll be great. Just run with it.
Just run. Yes. Tell the markets.
This is my show.
Oh man, it's well, we'll see what happens from here on out. We're getting more Dragon Ball content. We'll see Gohan beast mode again. We'll see Orange Piccolo again. And we'll move on from there. They're already getting ready for the next arc in the manga after this week's chapter. So things will wrap up. Yeah, this week for the Dragon Ball Super manga, it's the last chapter, and then the author's gonna go on like a month break after this month so that he can write the next arc that's gonna be coming up.
Bro, he's playing Dragon Quest. We know what's going on.
He's playing Dragon Quest. All these mangakas play Dragon Quest.
We know what they do. We know what all of them do. They all play Dragon Quest for 3 months straight and then say, oh, let me go write something.
That's what they do. That's what they do. But that's our thoughts, guys. Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Check it out in theaters while you still can. I don't know how long it's in theaters for. Usually these anime films aren't out for too long. But check it out in your local theater. It's worth at least a watch. You might like it more than you think you might, or you might hate it more than you think you might. Hey, hopefully we're able to convince you to at least give it a watch. And let us know your thoughts on what you think of the movie in the comments below, wherever you're listening to us on. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at the Yonkō Table, and check out the YouTube videos for our lovely faces at DrJaceAttorney on YouTube. And if you want to join the discourse, as always, check out the Discord. More links to that in the description box down below. But with that, everyone, I'm your Yonkō host, DrJaceAttorney, fellow Yonkō GrandMasterHoop, and Supernovas Kame, Chris, and RoseTheCrafter. Signing off, and take care.